Hello, hello. Hi, Cutie. Hi, Flo. Hi, FUCKC. Hi, Autonation. Hi, welcome. How is everyone doing? We haven't played a visual novel on stream in a really, really long time. Okay, I've checked before stream. I've checked that all the audio is working. Hopefully, it's not overpowering. Let me know. This game has English voice acting, so if it's too loud or if I'm overpowering it, let me know. Hi, Izzy. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. So, Salvus Aries is a visual novel anatomy game where you start at the bad ending. Our main character. It's not spoilers. It's the plot. It's the plot. Okay, chat. What is this game? It's an early access right now. Yeah, okay. It was supposed to be released on March 27th, I believe, March 26th, March 27th, but Steam had issues with it. But luckily, there was a workaround for those of us who have gotten codes. Salvus Aries is a visual novel. It's an anatomy game. Oh, let me see that ad real quick. Basically, we start at the bad ending. Our main character, from what I know of the plot, our main character has died, and to atone for her sins, she is going to be working as a reaper, or she'll be serving her sentence as a reaper until she has paid back her sins. And so she'll be seeking out empty gaps in her memory and try to find out the truth. Because people are liars, they are hiding stuff in this game. So we are gonna be nosy, we're gonna find out. So I was gonna find out, right? It is so... I love the plot. And you guys know, I love otome games. I grew up with unrestricted internet access, and I fell into the depths of otome games from a really young age. And I formed unhealthy emotional attachments to fictional characters. But yeah, I'm really grateful to Kohi and Westbrook Studio for giving me a code. Okay, let's go. Okay, chat. By the way, can I just say something that I really, really appreciate, chat? Is that I can alt-tab out of this game and the music doesn't stop. There are a lot of otome games where if I alt-tab out of the game, the music will stop. And you don't have they don't have any settings where you could toggle it on. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it's just a simple thing, right, chat? Right? You call alt-tab, you can like have the music still playing in the background. It's just a simple thing, but I'm so grateful that this game has it. Yeah, this is our main character. Her default name, if I'm not mistaken, is Aina, but we are gonna change it to Mana. Close enough, right? Aina Mana. That's close enough. Real shit, right? Like, listen. Don't give your child unrestricted internet access and then be surprised when they form unhealthy attachments to fictional characters. That's all I'm gonna say. It was the day of my execution. Yeah, see, chat, this is what I meant. We stop at the bad ending. It was the day of my execution. The footsteps down the hallway came closer, towards my cell. I had already been given my final meal, so this could only mean one thing. Chat. If you were gonna be given your final meal, what would your final meal be, chat? What would you guys choose as your final meal? I feel like my final meal, I would choose things that I don't think of any allergies, like things that will make me feel ill, right? Lobster. I would choose lobster. The thing is, chat, I'm a really picky eater, so my last meal will be giving them hell. Like, I'll be like, I want a seafood paella, but without like all the seafood. I just want peeled prawns in my seafood paella and lemon. Out of something that will frustrate. That's just same. Like, I would be like, I would say I want paella, but no I want seafood paella, but I don't want the seafood. I just want prawns in it. And if you guys are Singaporean, like dried hor fun, I want seafood hor fun, which is a type of noodle, right? I would say I want seafood hor fun, but no seafood, just the noodle plain. Hi, Robert. Thanks for checking in. How are you? I will order things like with milk and cheese that would give me really bad stomachs because, hey, if I'm gonna be in pain, I might as well do it on my terms, right? The thing is, I obviously I've never been on death row execution before, but like, is there a budget limit? Can I order like a 10-course buffet? What if I said I want my mom's? Like, what if you're old, right? And your mom is like on her deathbed as well. Like she's in hospice, and then you tell them that, oh, my final meal is to eat my mom's cooking, and they're gonna have to like wheel your mom out of hospice to like cook for you. How I always wonder, like, what happens if it's that situation. You know what, chat? My final meal it would be someone's arm. Like, I would love to, like, even if I'm on death row, chat, I would want to know what human flesh tastes like. So that would be my last meal. Give me just like even a finger will do, okay? A little like cut of the finger, the little excess skin. They can just say no. Okay, damn it. Okay, but okay, let's say let's say in a world where they cannot say no. In a world that they cannot say no, I would want cannibals. I would want to eat human flesh. Like, I would ask them to line them up. I would be like, give me meat from a child, give me meat from a teenager, an adult, and an elderly person. I want to compare them like beef. Like, if you kill a cow while it's in this calf stage or when it's an adult, how the meat is definitely different, right? I would love to taste like if human meat is the same thing. Mana cannibal tendencies to last. What's one more crap? Yeah, I mean, I'm on death row. I'm gonna die. Might as well go off with a bang, right? Like, I'm curiously killed the cat. I'm really curious to what human meat tastes like. Like, line up all the different age groups. Let me take a little bite out of them, and I just want to compare how different the meat tastes like. That time has come already. Public executions were rare, so the gruesome affairs that once entertained the masses in the past no longer were they welcomed. Or so I thought. Perhaps I wasn't special. I'm special? Since I was a woman that was particularly loathsome, especially despicable. What did my character do? I think people said babies is like cream cheese. Oh, that's interesting. I know there was this Japanese cannibal who said that humans taste like pork, and there's another one who said that humans taste like chicken. So I'm really curious. Cream cheese. Okay, so it's like cream cheese, pork, and then chicken. Do you think people of different ethnicities taste like differently? Right? Do you think Asian people taste different than like Americans, for example? Okay. At least, that is what I've led everyone to believe, unintentionally or otherwise. I've been the target of much hatred even before I laid claim to the ruthless deeds that had left this town torn apart. I don't know what voice to give our main character, chat. To be fair, they saw me as a culprit, and all of this was deserved. I can't say my hands were entirely clean either, even if I did not turn myself in, though the result perhaps may have been the same. At least, this way I could... Miss Mana. The guard greeted me grimly. One of the few people that still treated me respectfully. My one friend here. Well, is she having a parasocial relationship with the guard? I thought he would pretend to not know me, but he was the one to ask what I had wished for my last meal. We'd often bantered with each other in town, or what this town was before.
It's the perfect day for a beheading, don't you think?
Oh, that's my main character's voice. Oh, I was way off. I was giving her a really depressed voice, I think. Miss, I hope the trash they would throw at me wouldn't smell too bad. Chat, if you guys are gonna throw trash at me, chat, can I just say, please throw tomatoes at me. Or like apricot. Don't throw whole apples at me, that's wasteful, and you're gonna bruise the fruit. Throw me tomatoes. I want to have the splat thing. I want to have the splat, and I want apricots thrown at me. I feel that'd be... I would actually love that. You know how people like do like maid experiences, and they do like cosplay experiences, like be a prince for a day, be a princess, be a maid for a day, right? Can someone open a service where you're treated like trash for a day? And I am not talking about like being a pay pig. I'm like talking about you walk around in this like small theme park and people just treat you like a street urchin and they throw trash at you. That kind of roleplay. I would love that. Hi, Ranga. Hello, fine shit, Pokemon. Someday bad, someday good. Nobody perfect, but guess what, honey? God love you. You know who else love you? Me. Aww. If somebody gets a knife and stab me in the heart, I don't die because I want to see you smile, so I still alive. Aww. So be the happy today, okay, honey? Yes. Thank you, baby. Yeah, I will be the one to stab you, but thank you for the kind words. Thank you for calling me a fine shit Pookie Bear. Thank you, honey. Mana, this is being employed. Does your office throw trash at you though? Like, sure, they might treat you like trash, but do they throw stuff at you? I want the full experience where they throw shit at me. Like, not literal shit, obviously, but like, Miss Mana, it's time to go. His countenance was supposed to be smooth, but pity and resignation were etched in the way his eyebrows furrowed and his mouth sagged. He was young, only 17. Why did they give a task to someone so young? Okay, fun fact, chat. I think, okay, if I'm not wrong, like back in the old days, like executioners wore a hood over their face so that they don't get retaliation and so that they become numb to it, like they don't feel guilt. So I feel like that, like executioners, like their job had really high deaths because of all they seen and what they had to do. So which is why that job had a high turnover, because they all get PTSD. PTSD, is that the right word? PTSD, or they feel guilt, right? So they end up taking their lives. So which is why most of the executioners are young. Hopefully I'm right. No one fact check me though. Just go back to middle school. Asian middle school is so it's full of nerds. I'm gonna be honest. It's full of nerds. Like when I went to middle school and high school, like I thought it was gonna be like one of those American films where there's like the popular clique and like the mean girls, the emos, the nerds. No, in Asia, everyone was just nerds. Disgust, hatred, happiness. For those who did like me, their eyebrows did not crease, as if expecting this very outcome. The few who did not despise me hated the path that I walked on, and those who did were full of glee, the ones that were still alive anyway. Hi, Morgan! Hi, Morgan, how are you doing? There's a lot of manners, double manners. For those of you, because when I played Doki Doki Literature Club, right, like I had to do a lot of voice acting on my own. So welcome back to Voice Acting Tadakimana. Hi, Kohi, thank you so. Oh, right, chat. At the beginning of the stream, I did say, thank you, Kohi, and thank you, Rosemary, for giving me a code. I really appreciate it. I hope he's released on Steam soon. Chat, I like her voice, but like, I accidentally gave her. We heard her voice lines earlier, but I feel like the voice I gave her was really deep. But thank you so much, Kohi. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the code. I really appreciate it. I love the character designs, by the way. Countless warnings I did not heed. Just look straight ahead, miss.
You're a little too young for this, aren't you?
Okay, wait. You're a little too young for this, aren't you? Okay, wait. I'm getting the cadence, chat. You're a little too young for this, aren't you? But yeah, chat. We mentioned earlier, right, that in the olden times, I'm saying olden times because I forgot how long ago it was, like where there were public executions. But if memory serves me right, do not fact check me. I don't care if I'm wrong. You know what? Executioners had a really high turnover for their jobs because due to the nature of jobs where they take the lives of people and some of them may feel guilt. So most of them end up with, I don't know what the equivalent, something similar to PTSD, but I don't think it's PTSD. I don't want to like throw that word out really casually, but so most of them end up with a lot of guilt, and if I'm not mistaken, most of them end up taking their lives. So which is why most executioners were young people, because they haven't been like quote-unquote burdened by this yet. So the job of an executioner in the past had a really high turnover rate. Like that's kind of because they are like everyday people, and being like the executioners or the guards had like, it takes a lot of mental toll, right? Because you're bringing people to their deaths, and in some cases you're the one executing them, right? So if I remember reading it somewhere, like a history thing, and they had a high turnover because most of them get consumed by guilt and they end up taking their lives, or they slip into alcoholism and they had to leave the job. So most of the executions tend to be younger people. Thanks for giving one a coach. Yeah, I like visual novels. I love Otome, chat. Again, this is what happens when you give your child unrestricted internet access and then she grew attachment to 2D fictional characters.
You're not much older.
What do you mean? I got a whole 4 years on you. I'm an adult.
Okay, wait, so if the guy is 17, allegedly 17, because she says he looks 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I'll correct this, 21. Well, I tried to lighten the mood. Despite the very morbid end that was awaiting me, the crowd's whispers turned into jeers. Oh my god, my favorite phrase! Filthy bitch!
You've run nothing but doom to this town.
Thank you! I was pelted by what smelled like rotten food. Chat, do you think that people thought, like, do you think, like, people were like, oh my god, wait, there's an execution happening at the end of the week. Store your food. Don't eat that food, Timmy. We're gonna throw it at the wicked villainess. Like, where did they, like, do they pre-pack rotten food in advance? Like, this one, like, imagine a family eating and they're like, hold on, Timmy, don't eat the chicken. We need to store it, we need to keep it until it rots to throw at this villainous. Despite the urge to heave, I maintained my countenance to remain the calmest I could ever be. I wanted to keep my dignity to the end, whatever was left of it. There wasn't much food to throw since we had cut the supply. Oh, you cut the supply routes, girl!
Ouch!
Ouch! Okay. I'm gonna try to get her cadence, like her voice vocal tones. So there's some rocks that say. Chat, I actually really want to have like a public stoning thing, like an experience. I would actually really like that. It'd be stuff that the market can sell all your leftovers. They okay, for some reason I always imagine they always manage to sell out stuff. Kind of know it is with the price of vegetables. If you throw away vegetables, you might as well be throwing away cash, right? And at that point, the person who's walking to the execution is kind of like a stripper because you're throwing cash at them. But they threw rocks instead. Yeah, I actually love like a theme park where people treat you like trash and like they throw stuff at you.
Hey, one scratch gets on us and you'll be in the jail next.
Gaol, G-A-O-L. Wait, hold on. I'm learning a new word, Chad. Wait, G-A-O-L. I'm learning a new okay, it's an old-fashioned or primary British Australian spelling for jail. Oh, I didn't know that, chat. Da, 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 da. wait, just wait. The more you know. The more you know. So then with 1 cent coins aren't worth anything. The thing is, I think the lowest my country has gone is like 5 cents. 5 cents. Oh, but those are rare nowadays. No DBD, how come? We did DBD on Friday. We'll do it next week. Next, huh? And I love visuals, that's why. We used to have 1 cent coins. Oh man. Why don't I miss having like lower denomination coins. Like it's so fun stacking them. I smiled and I could see him wince. Sorry. He whispered to me in a hush.
It's all right. You're not wrong.
Oh, I love the voice acting. It's so crisp. You really defending a traitor like her?
I'm next to her, you idiot.
This was necessary, I told myself. It was what I signed up for. It was for the sake of the nation. It would eventually pay off, even if I would not be around to witness it. Okay, so what I'm thinking, like my crackpot theory is she probably, okay, because she mentioned cutting the supply routes, right? So I think like she noticed like this kingdom was coming to like even though it seemed peaceful, maybe she knew that it was not. I don't know if this is a king. I forgot. Is this a kingdom or not? But I think, based on my Otome expertise, I think maybe because she mentioned supply routes, so I'm thinking maybe this kingdom is prosperous right now, but behind the scenes, maybe she knows that it's not sustainable in the future, which is why she did what she did, and she's gonna get executed for it. No matter how calm I try to be, though, I cannot control the lurching in my stomach. Hi there, one guy. How are you doing? I knew this would come, but I was terrified to the core. Death was coming, yet I still could not fathom that I would be gone in just a short while. But more than that, I long for what I will be leaving behind. My family, my favorite bread, mood, chat. I've recently gotten into like shiopan, which is like this salt bread. And I love apple pie bread. Fresh from the bakery, crispy and fluffy. I could never taste it again. After everything, why is thinking about bread bringing me to tears? Chat, can I confess like something? Sometimes I buy a baguette or like I buy a croissant from like the bakery, and I pretend that I'm like I pretend that I'm like a villainous who got banished to the streets, like, you know, and like villainous reincarnation stories, like the villainous will get kicked out of a family for like trying to harm the main character, and it should be like she'll be kicked out of family. She has to live on the streets. I like to eat bread, and like imagine I had to ration that one bread out because I was kicked off to the streets after failing to kill the main character. Like, I don't know. Has anyone else done like something similar? My last moments on Earth, and my mouth is watering. I asked for one last loaf from final meal, but the flavor was not what it had always been. Well, mood does affect the flavor. I try to remember the taste I once cherished. But better than the bread was the people that I shared it with. Ah, so that's why my heart hurts so. The guard brought me to a sharp halt. No? What you mean you don't put yourself in like fictional roleplay scenarios? Like, like you don't like sit in the shower eating bread, like imagining you're out on the streets and it's raining? I thought my execution would be done in the middle of the town. Oh, is it not? Despite the burnt, indistinct rubble, I knew exactly where this was. A cruel estate that was the source of all troubles. Of course they met their demise. He made sure of it, and it was why I was here. His sins were greater than my own, but if he was the one that forged the path, I was the one who paved it. I laughed as I looked up at the burning sky. Someone thought this was the perfect place for me to die. Well, having a nice view is kind of nice. Will my grave be here as well? I wouldn't even bother burying my body at all. I'm sorry. His voice was barely a whisper. I shook my head. There was nothing he could have done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I keep feeling that I match her voice for being with me at the end. At least my death won't be a lonely one. Someone covered my head with a sack, a final mercy. I didn't have to look at the blade that would take my life. Did he use a guillotine? I'm thinking he used a guillotine. I hope Felix can have some bread tonight. I pray that it is warm. I hope he will carry on our work and see our dreams through.
Please don't miss me too much. And forgive me for doing this.
Hi, Mr. Nice to you. Thanks for checking in. Feel free to look. I would prefer a field of snow to bleed out on, personally. Right, like, in the cold. I feel like that would be kind of nice. Like, or in a field of white flowers, Mugen. There you can see, like, the growth. Oh my god, it's a guillotine! Yeah! Rose Milk Studio! Dun, 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 dun. Aina, that's our main character. I need to like move down a bit. Look at that dog. What that dog doing? Hi, Mr. Dicey. I've been summoned early tonight. Hi, thanks for coming. What's the plan today? We're doing a visual novel of Salvus Aries. It's a fantasy game, visual novel, otome game. Oh, look at the skull. But yes, I miss a nice. How's your day? By the way, how is everyone's Sunday actually? But yes, we are doing vision novels. A vision novel, so was Aries. It's a otome game. I love it. We started with the bad ending. Our character starts off dying, so that's always a lovely thing. Guillotine, are they French? I think they might use some historical ones. Animations are actually really good for this novel. It is. I love the opening, and this is an indie studio too. What a shame. Someone so young and bright. It just started and you already died. Yeah, we died early. Listen, I am an unforgivable criminal. Okay. Listen, Morgan, are you surprised? I finally got caught for my crimes. More pity. Why did everyone pity me? I knew I was getting into. My head hurt. Walk forward. I stepped forward. If I still had a body, I could not see it. I could only trust my footfalls would take me to a destination. Open the door. Open sesame.
Is there no way to reconsider?
You forget that this is more in your power than mine. I've done what I could.
But yeah, by the way, chat, if the voice acting is too soft or it's too loud, let me know. I'll try not to talk over the voiceover, by the way, chat, as much as I can.
Not back down.
Arguing. Lots of arguing. I think it was about me. Me? I wish someone would tell me what was going on. It's like someone is flipping pages of a book. My own life was but a chapter, like ink on a page long disintegrated. Faces along the way, like new characters. A hand reached out to me. Are you sure you want to do this? There will be a price to pay. I cannot help you. But what did I agree to? This was just a memory, wasn't it? Still, I could barely remember anything. Take the hand. My heart hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Hurts.
Oh, damn, she was really in pain. You were fantasizing about being an outlaw who is rationing bread, so I don't doubt it. No, I was fantasizing about being kicked out and homeless, and like not homeless, but like being kicked out of my noble household for failing to kill the crown prince and like the main character. Sometimes I eat bread. Like I don't get the bread wet, chat. Like I'll be in the shower, but I'll be holding the bread outside of the rain. Okay, I haven't gotten to the part of the fantasy where my bread is soggy because I don't want to waste bread. But yeah, I sit in the shower and eat bread and pretend that I got kicked to the curb after failing to kill the crown prince. It hurts.
Make it stop, please.
I beg to any entity that will listen to me. My heart, no, entire being, throbbed in pain for what felt like an eternity. Then, as soon as it started, it was over. I was at peace. What is it like to be in peace, chat? I wouldn't know. What is it like to be in peace, chat? Do you guys know? Hi, Duckling. Welcome. How are you doing? The loneliness never left me, but it was distant. The searing pain that tore my heart felt like a separate entity, as if it floated next to me. It was a dull ache that didn't consume me, but it didn't leave me either. Was this what happened after death? Where am I going?
I'm sleepy.
Oh, that's bright. That's bright. What a depressing question to ask. Listen, we've always discussed about cannibalism, NSFW stuff. We gotta venture into depressing things a little bit. I was burdened until I heard a statement about eating wet bread. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point yet, Darkling. Like, because I sit in the shower and eat bread, like baguettes or like croissants, and pretend that I was exiled from my home, or like kicked out of my home for failing to kill the prince and the female main character. Like, that's my fantasy. So I sit in the shower and eat bread. But the thing is, when I sit in the shower and eat bread, my hand with the bread is like is outside of the water, so that my bread doesn't get soggy. I haven't gotten to the point where I'll eat wet bread yet. Not yet. At least I foresee it in my future. Are you one of those people who always hear insects buzzing inside their skull or something? Actually, yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know what peace is because I always feel like I hear something in my mind. And I feel like that's chat. I feel like that's chat that's like buzzing in my mind every time. Having a shower is too luxurious with exile failure. You should use a bucket for immersion. The thing is, I could sit in my shower, like fully clothed with bread, and I could get my sister to throw a bucket of water at me. Like, you know how in historical fantasies, like there'll be like someone who is utterly despised sitting on the street, and someone would throw trash at them or like buckets of water, like sewage water on them, and like, get out of here. Like, you know that fantasy? I might just do that. Thanks for the bucket idea, Weekend. I appreciate your sister for doing whatever you ask without question. My sister is in her slave phase right now. I say slave phase, but it's because she says that she's a slave. Like slave as in Dobby, chat. Like, slave as in Dobby from Harry Potter. Like, Master gave Dobby an elf. Dobby is a free elf. Master gave Dobby a sock. Dobby is a free elf. That kind of slave, okay? I am not talking about I am talking a slave as in Harry Potter, chat. Harry Potter. I cannot stress this enough. Harry Potter. I'm gonna try to see the appeal. Please let me know your thoughts on that one, guy. Hello, Nyanya. Hi, welcome. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. If I'm not, let me know. That's crazy. Listen. I cannot stress this enough. When I say slave, I mean like Harry Potter. You know how elves are the slaves? Like, Master's given Dobby a sock. Dobby is now a free elf. That one? That kind of slave? When I said slave, I realize how people could interpret that. So I have to backtrack a little bit. Please dump the bucket of water on me like a beggar you want to drive away by tossing stupid children. Yeah, the thing is, my sister reads like villainous comics as well, so I feel like she'll be down for that. Thank you. I just got it. That's some kind of yeah. I did not make my sister a slave, chat. It's just she's in that phase where she likes Harry Potter and she imagines herself as Dobby, like the house elf. So Okay, moving on. I'm sleepy. Hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Time was an endless stretch. All the voices that swirled in my head soon faded away. The odd request to ask Adobe Slave to do that. I don't know. Listen, I could be asking my sister, like, hey, could you take out the trash for me, please? It's starting to, like, pile up, right? And then she'll be like, yes, Master, Adobe will do that now. And I'm like, hey, can you cook, like, dinner? Can you take over for dinner tonight? I'm kind of tired. Yes, Master, Dobby will cook dinner for Master tonight. Like, like, okay. Listen, I had a creepy pasta face growing up. Now she's in her Dobby phase. It's a thing. Sometimes the same memories visited me again and again. Each time they grew more distant. And then I finally fell into a dreamless state. I think I slept for a very long time. Wake up. There's some chat, the thing, okay, chat, disclaimer, I cannot do male voices at all. So I don't expect much for my male voices. There's some people waiting for you. Come on, follow me.
Who are you?
Come on, Sleeping Beauty. You can ask questions later. My eyes are still entirely bleary, but I regained enough control of my limbs to reach out to her. Oh, it's a girl! Okay, well, my bad. I thought that was gonna be like one of the male leads. She took my hand. The warmth of her touch grounded me enough to walk forward and tune at the door. If she doesn't obey like a house elf wearing a potato sack, she's not the one. That's true love, isn't it? Girl, no, okay. This is a Otome game, so it's gonna be female lead and male lead, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because if it's girl as girl, that's another genre. It'll be another genre already. I don't know, chat. My feet were firmly planted on the ground. But yeah, because Otome is strictly girl ex boy. You by tradition, Otome is girl ex boy, and usually if a game like for example Oz Mafia, right? Oz Mafia has all male like love interest but one female love interest. However, Oz Mafia is still considered an Otome because the love interest, like the female love interest, is actually a friendship route, so it's not a romance route. So Oz Mafia is still considered an Otome because of it. But traditionally, Otome is female main character. Like, it's important that your main character is a female. The character that you're playing as is a female, and the love interest is like primarily men. If it's a male and female or androgynous or non-binary main character, then it will become an amare, which is kind of like a whole other kind of worms. Chat. Like, think Obey Me, that one like, by Net Solman, where the main character can be anything, any gender you want. It's technically an amare, not an Otome. I touched my neck to find it was still attached. Ah, no, yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Like, when I played Oz Mafia and I saw that there was a female road, I was like, oh, that's kind of odd. And then it turns out to be a female, like a friendship road, and I was kind of disappointed because I would actually have loved to romance that one female character. She begged me to sit down. A few moments later, she handed me a drink. I believe this is coffee? I mostly drink tea in my life, though. It is sweeter than I remembered. And quite chilly, too. How long has it been since something has passed my lips? Just a few days ago, but it feels like it's been a lifetime. Actually, no. Several lifetimes. My head was pounding, so I focused on a drink to steady myself. Where am I, anyway? I heard loud footsteps and a raucous. Chat. That word is raucous, right? I pronounce it as raucous. Group approaching me. Sounds of bickering and a few exasperated sighs reached my ears. While I have been in the crowds plenty, this one felt overbearing, more so than the last one I faced, and they pelted things at me. I haven't heard such noise since. Oh, we spent a century. Oh, okay. Hello there. Hello. Who are you? And where am I? What's happening?
Consider us your welcoming committee.
Voice acting chat. Welcoming committee? For what?
Congratulations, you're dead. Welcome to the afterlife.
If I'm dead and I'm surrounded by beefcakes, I will be happy I died. Well, that was not very welcoming at all.
I'm dead?
I'm dead? Okay. Girl. Why was that surprising? My head got chopped off. All my memories after that were particularly fuzzy, but I recall that much. I suppose these things take time to get used to. I should be grateful that I was on my own 2 feet again. Wait, I knew that. Why are you so surprised? I'm surprised. I'm worried. I'm curious about his voice though, because the other 2 has talked and there's voice for that, but he hasn't spoken yet. What kind of hell is this? It's the. If you told me that all of them were like from a VTubing group, I would believe you. They're good looking. I like them. Well, I suppose I didn't know what to expect afterwards. That was a shocking thing, you know. Hold on, let me just like save. Oh, so let me just check. I did not accidentally mute him, right? Okay. He hasn't talked yet. How does one get used to being dead in a few days? Oh, it could have been longer. This was a pain. I peered around them, hoping to see a door to heaven. Hopefully, it was heaven. Chat, I'm gonna be so for real. We're all gonna go to hell. We are all gonna go to hell, chat. When we die, there is no heaven. We're gonna go to hell. I know I did some bad things, but they wouldn't put me in hell, right? Oh, I have a one-way ticket to hell. That's fine. So where are we going? The men all looked at each other. Which one of you would do the honors? Oh, he's kinda hot. Not me. I'm not good with these things. I am not qualified to. Okay, pretty man, gentleman, rude guy. Are you not the boss, Kiam? Kiam pretended to not hear this. How about we draw straws? Okay, the one who glasses Kiam. If it's such a hassle to tell me where to go, then I'll find someone else to tell me. Where is the nice woman who gave me the coffee? Lilia? The bespectacled man. Wait, oh, is it not a woman? Is it gonna be a long-haired man? It's a limbo life for me. Fully voice acting every line costs a lot of money, so you wouldn't see it in every VN. They have pro voice actors, so yeah. But the thing is, it was because I thought he would voice act, because when the first 2 guys, like these 2, like the left and right guys first appeared, they had one spoken line, and the run in the red hadn't spoken at all, which is why I was like, oh, not one line yet. She's the last person you want to ask. You get a summary that tells you nothing you need to know, and you get yourself into trouble. Well, even more trouble. Oh no, they're sending me to hell, aren't they? I gulp.
Oh.
I'm in trouble? Oh.
I have to go down there.
Hi, Taco! It's been a while. How have you been? How have you been? It's been a while. For some reason, I keep thinking you're a streamer, Taco. I'm not gonna lie. You have a really streamer-esque name. Thanks for checking in, Megan. The last part came on a whisper. Despite my attempts to keep my voice steady, I looked at the floor, expecting it to swallow me whole. Luckily for you, you escaped that fate. Oh, thank goodness. But there is a price, and a punishment. Oh, whip me. His grin did not match his ominous tone. Oh. He doesn't seem very nice. Aries, you are frightening her. I believe we should begin with introductions. I've been good as med school, lose me? Oh no! I hope you've been getting a lot of rest. I know med school is really demanding. I hope you've been getting lots of rest and water. Look at you, doing a better job than our leader. I am not your leader, Safan. Chat, Safan or Safan? Safan. You're the highest rank. I feel more like a father trying to rein in his troublesome brats. Oh, so if I get with him, I'm gonna be marrying with like a bunch of kids. Okay. Thanks, Pops. Never knew what it's like to have a dad. Anyways.
I am Kane Abster.
Kane
It's
Abster.
a pleasure to finally meet you.
Oh, I can't mimic that tone at all. Finally? He held his hand out for a handshake. This is the proper human formality, correct? Human? I mean, do you not notice his ears and his horns? Well, I usually curtsy. I quickly took it and mimicked his gesture, although it felt quite awkward as a gesture I witnessed mostly among knights. Just from an earlier time period, remember? Ah, yes. What?
Name's
Safan. Up top.
Up top. Safan. Okay, I pronounced it right, I think. Safan. Like Stefan. Safan. Okay. He raised a hand and I waved back at him. Don't mess with her already. You just said. Sorry. He interrupted and gave me a smooth wink. A wink? Like... I was trying to give you a high five and didn't mean to confuse you. He ruffled my hair and stood back to pass the baton to the next man.
I am Valafar.
Wait. Can I go back?
I am Valafar.
Wait. Let me just see again.
I am Valafar.
Valafar. Okay. I thought it was Valafar. Okay, Valafar. He bowed politely and I retained the gesture with a curtsy. Aries. Okay, yeah, your name is pretty easy to remember to pronounce. Valafar. Okay, Valafar, Safan, and Aries. Ouch, cold reception. You feeling shy? Hush. Nice to meet you too.
I am Sayer, an angel.
Wait.
I am Sayer, an angel.
Say your name. As if to prove it, he floated into the air for a few moments. Oh, I see pointed ears. I should torture by licking. If I see a pointed ears, I will actually bite your ears. What a show off. Wow, a real angel. Don't tell me you're believing him so easily. I ignored him. Do you have wings and feathers? He hesitated for a moment before answering. Only on special occasions. Wait, let me see how to do his name again. I am Sayer. Okay, wait. Okay, I think I know how to do his cadence. Only on special occasions. they can get in the way. Oh, no, I can't do his voice. Well, I want to see. Perhaps another time. Reapers are cool and we have powers too. His tone felt rather petulant. Wait a minute. The human comment from before stuck. Okay, Chad, can I hit cannon right now? Can I hit cannon? I feel like the guy in the middle, he's either an angel, a half angel, or I feel like he'll have a hidden side. Low key. The one on the left is gonna have a cute side or something that's embarrassing about him. The one in the middle is gonna have like two sides because no one can be that happy and polite. I refuse to believe it. And the right one, let's call a spade. He's like those really cute puppy ones. Like the puppy personalities, it makes you want to dote on them. But their jealousy is a little bit, you know. Are you all Reapers? Is it so shocking? You just believe that man is an angel? yeah, I can believe that he's an angel, but I draw the line at Reapers. Rappers. Saya smiled at me serenely. Yes, well, I mean, I did not have a good answer, so I decided to ignore those statements altogether.
So, if you're Reapers, are you the ones that brought me to the other side?
I love the background. It's so nice. Like, I love, like, on the right, it's so, like it's full of bricks, black, red, and, like, the left is so blue, and it's, like, cool tones. I really like it. Correct. Although you may have been on the other side for quite a while now. Do you not remember? I don't. Was it Lilia who got me? I just came to this door. She got you from Purgatory, but she doesn't do any reaping herself. You can say she's a bit of a complicated case. Oh? A story for another time. Come on, you two. Stay on topic.
Do you not remember your stay in Purgatory?
Do you not remember your stay in Purgatory? Okay. What does Afterlife look in the background of a lo-fi beach to chill and study through video is what I want to know. It could be The Office. Like, Afterlife could have been nothing. To be fair, when she died, like, when she was in Purgatory, it was all black. So I'm guessing this is their, like, Afterlife headquarters, maybe. I was in Purgatory? I thought we were going straight to hell. I did not recall this. Oh, wait, did I? All those voices, the people I saw my way here. I thought I was hallucinating. Have you recalled? I'm afraid it's mostly a blur. I remember some voices. Seeing some people pass by. I remember sitting on a bench, under a tree. Long paths. And I think I talk to people sometimes.
Nothing more specific?
I'm sorry for disappointing you like I disappointed my mother. No, I'm sorry. For some reason, he seemed agitated. I felt bad about having to disappoint him. What's gotten into you, Sire?
You are usually the picture nature of serenity.
Okay, so maybe maybe he's like something like childhood friend. Because he's an angel, right? Maybe he's been watching over me since like I was alive, and that's why he's like, you don't remember anything? Like maybe we had history together. I feel like Otome games usually have one, like that one childhood friend trope, or like I've loved you forever trope. So I wonder if he fits that bill. How about we move to the lounge? He indicated with a jerk of his head at the curious onlookers. Hey, that's Pocari! Wait, chat, look, in the vending machine, that's Pocari! I recognize that drink. That is iconic bottle packaging. Currently only overtime workers at the office, so we have this place to ourselves. What a strange area. I walked up to this giant box holding little round objects. What is this? Oh, right, because she's from like historical, like, place. A vending machine. That's where your coffee came from. You put your phone against the black pot and you select these buttons. It'll give you your drink. He demonstrated by getting himself a coffee, just like mine. You see? Why does it look like your eyes are going to fall out of your head? Sorcery! It boggled my mind. How could a box know what you wanted? How could we return an object? Witch! 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 I can't believe that Pocari sweat has been delivered to the underworld. How does Pocari sweat taste like, Chad?
Perhaps you can think on it another time.
I think I had a sip of it. I didn't like it because it felt slimy to me. Yeah, we were talking about your time in Pork. What do you remember? Well, the last thing I really remember was getting my head chopped off. Orias winced. I remember it really hurt at the time, but it feels like that was so long ago. Fun fact, Chad. For I think was it Anne Boleyn? I believe Henry VIII. Henry the something. With his wife, you know, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. That guy, or was it Anne Boleyn that he executed? Yeah, I think it was Anne Boleyn, and it's still doing it by guillotine, I believe. It was either by guillotine or something else, but it's still by axe, I think. It was axe or guillotine. She was afraid of the axe/guillotine, so he actually ordered like a sword, I think. Something along that lines to like execute her with. How long have I been dead for? Well, we must check the records. I'd say 300 years. That long? The guys flinched at the sudden increase in volume. Sorry. No wonder I feel many lifetimes away. I really feel like I've aged. Despite your loss in memory? I nodded. Yes, I know only bits and pieces, but I felt something weighing down my heart. How does someone get beheaded twice? Oh no, he had divorced. He had like six wives. So his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, I think, yeah, she got divorced and she got sent to the church. The second wife, Anne Boleyn, she beheaded her. Third wife, she died in childbirth. The next wife divorced because she was allegedly ugly, but he treated her the best because he gave her like a bunch of titles, a bunch of money. The next wife, he killed, and the last sixth wife outlived him. Maybe over time I can remember why I feel this way.
It is peculiar that you remember your human life, yet not your time in the afterlife. Usually it is in reverse.
You're just a weird one. Thanks. Now, that simply levens things up all the more. I suppose it is up to me to explain why you're here, what you must do, and where you shall go. Where do you come from? Where do you go? Where do you get some kind of eye, Joe? You have served most of your sentence in purgatory. However, you are to work indefinitely as a reaper until some conditions are satisfied. What are those conditions? I cannot say. Thank you. Why not? Curiosity killed the cat. Well, I died once, so like. And satisfaction brought it back. Orias rolled his eyes and turned away. I laughed to myself. It was bent I often used to have with my best friend. Of course, Orias did not seem to be as willing a partner. Wait, my best friend, Felix! If 300 years had passed, then it meant he was gone too. No matter what he did, he was my closest friend. He was my other half. But there were more pressing matters at hand, so I would have to wallow in my sorrow later. I cannot tell you the conditions because I do not know. You are to serve your sentence until the powers above have decided otherwise.
I thought you guys are the powers above.
We're the powers below, except Saya, who is technically from above, but he doesn't have much weight either.
'Tis true. The powers above are much higher than I am.
Tough market medieval marriage, yeah. Like, You could like give him a foot rub wrong, and he'll like behead you. Must have been really smart of Fiend in the Chambers if she got a bunch of titles of both. Yeah, apparently they remained really good friends, and he gave her power. It's the other kid, Catherine from I think Scotland. I forgot where she was from, but he gave her a lot of titles and like a lot of cash, and her power was like second to none, like second to him, I guess, and his princesses. So if you're below, this is hell. No, you was bad from that. Remember, keep up, like keep up. Keep up.
And hell doesn't have coffee.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not in hell. Valifa nodded stage. Oh wait, there's no voice. There's like no music in here, right? It's gotta like. I'm always paranoid that I accidentally muted something. Okay, yeah. What exactly is my sentence for? Have I been that bad? The men all exchanged expressions with each other. Yes, you took the fall for an evil, evil man, and helped him along the way. I hope he wasn't a rejected painter. Click, 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 click. Yeah, come on. Jiggling my keys, keep up, more like. Listen. Listen. Subway Surfers. And helped him along the way. I cannot deny that. Although he was doing some bad things, I did not find him evil in the slightest. This didn't seem to be the time to contest that. And the results were catastrophic, almost world ending. Oh, I ended the world? Me? A calamity beyond all disasters. Yes, thank you. We get the message. Hold on. Wait. I thought things would get better if I... Oh, no, miss. Frankly speaking, everything went to shit.
You sacrificed yourself for the crimes of that man. In return, you ravaged the world.
Me? A little old me? What? That was the last thing I could ever have expected to hear. Angered by your death, he decided to wage war across the country, as well as the neighboring lands. Well, that's not really on me, is it, chat? Like, if I die and chat takes revenge on my behalf, is that really my fault that chat did that? Like, is it really little old me's fault, chat? What? What did you expect? He was a wrathful man. You witnessed that before your death as well. Chat is actually so hot. Like, I know that they want to make this as a very like shocking thing, but I'm actually kind of turned on by this. That someone loves me so much, or they saw me as a useful pawn, to the point where they ravaged war across the country. Like, I find that personally to be very, very hot. I love that. Well, if you didn't die, it wouldn't happen. Just don't die. We will be immortal. I will drain the blood of young virgins, like Elizabeth Bathory. Listen, I'm just saying, if you die and your husband or wife won't wage war across the countries, did they really love you to begin with? It was justified. We wanted to change the country. Well, you changed it, alright. Did someone really love you if they didn't try to ravage the country?
I meant for the better, not for the worse. What happened?
You enabled a terrible man. Even before your misguided martyrdom, you encourage him in his scenes. Do you think that they sat around like a movie theater watching me, chat? Alright, I understand. This is because I was his partner, right? The powers above decided that enablement of a sinner is also a sin. You hear that, chat? That means if you're in this universe, you guys are all fucked too. If we go down, we go down together, chat. Okay? If this is how it works in the real life, you guys are all enablers too. Especially in this case of your final act. Hundreds and thousands of lives were forfeit. That's kind of hard! Yours truly had to be involved too. That's kind of hard! He pointed at himself with a grim expression.
We can come back to that later.
No. Yeah. Valifa cut him off before he could begin his tale. Deflated, Saffron pointed, but he did not protest. All because of what he did? No, that's not entirely true. Oh? You're right, I did enable him. Instead of telling to rein himself in, I encouraged him. But I thought he knew best, so I never disagreed with him. I just aided him in the pursuit of our goals. I thought if I limited myself to a certain extent, my hands would be dirtied, but If he was the one to administer the poison, then I was the one who brewed it.
And if I could give my life for him to continue on his path, our path, then it would all be okay.
I'll be given a box seat to whatever Beelzebub has prepared. I think all the 7 deadly sins will want a piece of me, I'm not gonna lie. I had gladly done so in the end. I rubbed my neck where the axe had fallen. I should have seen it all coming. If it makes you feel better, you weren't the only one punished. There are others who suffered greatly. Wait, that means, is he here? Is the guy who I was buddy with here as well? That doesn't make me feel better at all. That just makes it worse. I'm not some cruel person, or at least I hope I'm not. At least you weren't going to hell, so as long as you fulfill your work. And what if I don't want to go to hell, I guess?
Hell is not a fun place. Do you want a taste of it?
Call me a glutton for punishment, hell yeah. That's where that bastard went, your disgusting friend. Is it Felix? As she was mentioning about her friend called Felix, right? His eyes narrowed, and for a moment I could see the flames of hell in his pupil. So he's a demon then. No, that's okay. So Felix ended up... Oh, we did it. Felix ended up there. All we did was for nothing. His choices after my passing were ultimately his own, but was it really my fault? I was the catalyst, wasn't I? Maybe I should go down there after all. As if he could read my thoughts, Kames gently put a hand on my shoulder. Aries. He rebuked the sharp man while giving my shoulder a comforting squeeze. He didn't apologize, making Kames sigh, but I didn't press the matter. Just know that your sentencing is beyond our power.
Apologies if you feel wronged. But this is how it is in the afterlife.
Can I, like, do a trial, like, just to go to hell, maybe? I wish there was a way I could appeal it. I mean, I've already been in purgatory, right? Correct, although you didn't have too much to purge. So you've been sleeping for most of your duration there. Eh? What do you mean? Well, thanks to you and your friend turned Tyrant King, there was a lot on everyone's agendas. So you slipped our radar. What's a radar? Think of it as something that escaped everyone's notice for now. So basically they left me sleeping. Man, they really left you sleeping for too long. So I was forgotten.
Our apologies.
There was an awkward moment of silence. I could definitely tell there were things they weren't telling me. But in truth, I needed time to process all of this. I nodded along as though I understood all that they have told me.
You should get some rest.
It was as if he had read my mind. Ah yes, while you had quite the slumber, I believe you do need some time to think. We set up a cool room just for you. You know I'll be coming? We are your welcoming committee after all. Of course we did do some preparation. And Lilia helped. She said our taste sucks. Oh, well, I'll be sure to thank her. They say she's lazy and troublesome, but the girl's been nice to me so far. Although this coffee is cold, the warmth it gave my heart was something I felt nostalgic for. Chat, one time I got, like, a canned drink from a vending machine, chat, and inside was dirt. Like dirt and, like, maggots. Ever since then, I could never bring myself to drink a canned drink from the vending machine. So, it kind of on me for not checking inside before I drank it, but, like... Oh, we're in a car! I was terrified out of my mind. You inside a strange contraption. Think of it as a mini carriage. He had said, yeah, there were no horses, and he moved on his own accord. Sorcery! And to make it worse, I had moved too quickly. Would you like to hold my hand? Saya sat to my right, and Saffron to my left. I was sandwiched between beefcakes, squished like a child hiding inside a cupboard. It looks like she'll destroy Kim's seat or otherwise. Aries was sitting in the front, staring out the window. Kim, who was driving this bizarre vehicle, half the language sigh as he spun the wheel. A real concern with all the things you drink. Yeah, the thing is, can you imagine Mana, who is very, very thirsty? All she wanted was a nice drink. She goes to the vending machine, cracks the can open, and she drinks it, and there's like something that's like dirt and like moving things inside. I threw that was like the waste of like $2.
I would prefer that not happen, if you don't mind.
Or else I may switch cars with one of the others. Certainly you wouldn't dare take mine. You should have gone with Volifor then, or brought your own. I hadn't realized I had a damp grip on the leather seats. My nails had been digging in and my knuckles had gone white. I held the angel's hand, and while I was still in fear of my life, non-life, he was positively delighted.
You can hold my hand too.
I took him out on that awful. My strength was divided between holding each hand. Please do not be so anxious. You are a Reaper now. Can't die again that easily. Doesn't mean she can be reckless. Well, yeah, but she doesn't have to be a nervous wreck either. Try looking out the window. I'm sure this will all be new to you. I wish they would just put me in the cupboard, honestly. This place is called Stasis. It's got a lot to do, thanks to everything we borrow from the human world. I breathed a glance outside. It was bizarre. Gone were the structures I had grown up with. Or the rubble had become. Instead were looming buildings, bright lights. Cool, isn't it? The purgatory humans helped us design this place. Angels come here to frolic, so a lot of time is always put into construction. Out where we come from, there's little entertainment. Although they make the best alcohol. I had so many questions. The purgatory humans? Purgatory is a place where humans purge their sins before they go to heaven. So, am I going to heaven?
You are special.
I'm special?
You stirred up so much trouble they didn't know what to do with you.
I mean, that's why they left you in there for so long. Anyways, rather than just wandering around in Purg, the ones with skills can just serve their sentences here. Now and then you get humans that work here before going to heaven. Or even come down from heaven now and then. So I didn't have any skills? That's not the case. Rather, you were assessed to be a danger. What? Who am I dangerous to? Me? Chat, is this the face of someone who is dangerous? Yourself and millions of people. Point taken, but I'm not that reckless. Aria scoffed. And I'm here now, aren't I? Under strict supervision, our heads are on the line. To herself and others, yes, extremely dangerous? Banned! Bring down the ban hammer. Interpol wanted dangers, well, great. Thanks to you guys testifying against me, I am now in jail. Great. Really? So don't toe out of line. But she's been shit from a stay in purgatory. You may have forgotten your memories, but do you truly feel like the same person? Myself at Olivia, things were still foggy and I barely had time to think that. I mean, sometimes I bring hot kit milk. Yes, bring me all the hot kit milk, please. Bring the milk. Bring the kit milk. I think I've changed. I just need to figure out how. Hopefully it's for the better. Oh, ease up, will ya? Never seen you be this much of a dick. Don't listen to him. He was in charge of making sure you get here safe and sound. Bullshit. Y'all just won't stop talking about her. How come y'all know me? I appreciate the help, but is there a reason you're looking out for me? Well, they did just say that their heads are on the line, right? Let's just say that a series of events have led to us being responsible for you.
So if you mess up, we all die.
Oh, one for all for one. If I'm going down, I'm taking everyone with me. This is like me and Chad.
Zafon, please.
Zafon.
It would be a worthy death.
A worthy death. Oh, I'm holding out hopes that he's either a secret yandere, double-faced, or he has a childhood, like, we actually knew each other in the past kind of trope. Like, maybe he has met us in purgatory before, I feel. And we bonded, maybe. And that's why he was disappointed that we didn't remember anything. I feel like that's the case. Eh? No, I don't want anyone dying for me. Besides, aren't we already dead? Yet, you died for another so easily. Anyway, while humans and things that normally hurt humans can fatally harm us, other powers can. Keep that in mind. Alright. At last you were free from the nightmarish ride. I was sitting in my brand new room. Although the structures I've seen so far has been unfamiliar, this was close to my old quarters, in Felix's home. Was this on purpose? They told me to stay out of the kitchen for now and to just ask them if I needed any help. But since there were machinery I did not yet know how to operate, I was given this watch thing to contact them, but how would I possibly... Oh, a smartwatch, is it? Sorcery. I love how she always like, switch. Just as I started tapping on the surface, something appeared on the screen, and the watch began to make noises. After several moments of deliberation, I tapped it. Hey, how are you settling in? Ah! I threw the infernal device, and a shadow replaced the sound of his voice. Ah. I should have done that, I think. Sorcery. I love that she goes jumps to like sorcery. The next day. Here, I'll teach you how to use it. While the device was studied, the screen itself needed some repairs. I don't see them wearing watches though, so I'm curious about that. The man was shocked at my strength. So Lilia praised me until Came shoot her. I would love to see how Lilia looks like. And so Safan was there with a case of tools. Probably should have taught you in the first place. So he's kind of like the mechanic of the group then, fixing the watches. It would mean less work on our hands. Yesterday. After I tossed the infernal device away from me as fast as I could, it tanked against the wall and it fell to the floor with a spectacular shatter. Foul creation! I'm like trying to match your cadences, but like I don't think my voice can go that high. That. I climbed out onto the counter and looked for some sort of weapon. Luckily, I found a broom to brandish at the cursed item. Not that I knew anything about exorcism. Perhaps I should have joined the convent after all. Before I had any more time to regret my course in life. Hurried footsteps echoed outside my door. I like how this is her room, but there's like no bed, I think, that I can see. Are you okay? Safan was huffing after opening the door, and a group of guys piled in. Beside him was Valifa, who was sleepily rubbing his eyes. Aries was in town, and Saya peered in curiously. While Kame wasn't very visible, I could still see him rubbing his temple. You could have knocked. Mesa save. We thought something had happened. The angel furrowed his beautiful face as he came up to me, still crouched on the counter. Are you hurt? He put a hand on my head and his eyes didn't once over on me. What happened? A voice started coming out of my watch and I thought it was possessed. It was terrifying. Thanks. That was my voice.
Is my voice that scary?
Well, listen, your voice is kind of scary, but you know what could really help me get over my fear of your voice? Is if you do ASMR. like, you know, like, talking to me lots will help me cure my fear of your voice. Like, telling me good morning, you did well, good job, I'm proud of you, that kind of things. That would help me get over my fear really, really well. He whispered to Aries, who nodded, much to Safan's dismay.
We should have explained how it worked to you. You must have been frightened.
I'm proud of you, Mana. You did well. Thank you. I'm screenshotting that and adding it into my folder. I tried to slide off my seat, but Valifa stopped me.
We should check for any broken glass. Although you are a Reaper now, injuries will still hurt since you are new. It will take time for your powers and resistance to develop.
Paper cuts will never stop stinging, no matter how many years pass.
He spoke bitterly, and I glared at the floor as though there was a sheet of people lurking, threatening to slice him. How unfortunate. While Valifa picked up the watch, Zafon and Aurea studied the floor for any debris. They confiscated my broom and then began the lecture. We do not think your first reaction would be to throw the item. That's my reaction too. I actually kind of like this MC. That's my reaction. If something freaks me out, I throw it. I huck it. I said I was sorry. I told you I thought that the watch was possessed. To be fair, she was from like the historical times again. So like, you know, witchcraft. We have to remember there were no technology from her time. He gave Aureus a pointed look. However, the next time you come across a suspicious item, it may not be wise to toss it. It could be a grenade. That could be an enchantment designed to hurt you. Really? Like what? I thought you'd be safe as a Reaper at least. You'd be mistaken. Remember, there are other powers out there that can harm you. I nodded. There are rogue Reapers out there, bad spirits from the human world, and actual demons that have so far escaped our grasp. The longer one lives, the more powerful they grow, so there are many out there who can hurt you. But how come they go rogue? Pursuit of power or a different life? I could see why. We all stared at him. Not that I have any plans to go rogue, jeez. Then you should watch your words, especially where we are. Are there any bad angels? Sarah shook his head.
Angels cannot have ill intent, so it is not possible for them to stray.
So that... I was gonna say that could lessen his chances of being a yandere, right? Because I guess yandere would have ill intent. But then again, in yandere's minds, that is their best intentions, to lock you up, right? So he could still be a yandere. Because in his mind, it could be a good thing, right? And then again, there is a reason why he's here and not up there. Furthermore, all actions angels do are recorded automatically and sent to record. Okay, maybe not then. Childhood friend, maybe. How could he not have any ill intent? It's just how it is. It is. Reapers are built a certain way. Angels are built a certain way. One does not need ill intent to do ill. You know what? Wise words, automation. Reapers are unattached. Their end goals are to become humans, to be promoted to higher work, and possibly become angels. Although I've rarely heard it actually happen. So I have a feeling that in... Okay, now that they mentioned this, right? Maybe in one route, someone becomes an angel. Like, has a risk of becoming an angel and leaving forever, maybe.
Because of this, it is rare to see reapers in relationships, or even have more than a couple. A group like ours is an anomaly. They, of course, can have casual relations, if they so choose. But most...
Hi, jumping all over. It's been a while. How have you been? I hope March has been well for you. Angels get to deal with the nicer parts of life. Obviously, he's deaf, so you can imagine why they want a promotion.
To settle down as a human, once they fulfill certain conditions. Of course, that is not appealing to everyone. And you do have those that have come into this life after once being human, whether it be by choice,
An exceptional event, I assure you.
or those that must work off their karmic debt.
It's a lot to take in. Saya pat me fondly on the head.
You will learn.
You will learn. Aureus bristled. You are quite friendly to her. Why? Yeah, you're not that nice to us or at all. Yeah, the thing is, that's what I'm thinking, Chad. Either he's a yandere who fell in love with me at first sight, or we actually spent time in purgatory. I am leaning towards the latter, because he seemed really disappointed that we didn't remember anything from purgatory. So I feel like we became good friends in purgatory.
Could it be?
I didn't think he had it in him. Saya gave him a look.
He can certainly be heartless for an angel.
Even you, Valivar? Stop teasing him. I'm sure it's because I'm new. I defended him more for my sake than his, if I were to be honest. Alright. We'll back off for now.
We need to get back to business, as it is.
Let me teach you the basics of using this. Try not to throw it again. Sorry, I thought a demon was in there. You're afraid of demons? I feel like two of them are demons. Come on now. Well, who isn't? I responded at himself and then to Saya. Why doesn't he have horns, by the way? Do you not notice that we have demon-like qualities? Are you demons? I thought you were reapers. Not mutually exclusive concepts. There are good demons and bad ones. Take some perceptions of the Grim Reaper across different places. Those that can perceive the supernatural have some foundations for our appearance. Of course, we don't know if they truly see us or if we just look like the scary pictures they conjure of us. I see. They're always terrifying in the paintings I've seen. I'm actually interested in this guy's route though. Like, I want to see how our actions led to him dying. Because that's what they alluded to, right? So I'm actually really interested in the backstory. Scary things aside, let's get to work. After many hours of patience from Zafan, right now her outfit is based on from when she died, right? So I'm guessing he might have been like the enemy nation, perhaps, because they don't look like they are from like the same kingdom. But I don't know. Well, it is a watch. To see, it's like a smartphone that is capable of doing many other things I need for my Reaper work. I still cannot say that I have grasped everything, but I believe I could work this. Alright, test time. Never mind. Wait, I don't think I'm ready. Go ahead and send a text to someone. We'll save here. I feel like this is gonna like... I don't know if this is one of those games. Okay, so usually for Otome games, it's like a prologue and then you get to choose whose route you want to do. But there are other Otome games where your choices in like the beginning chapters will like... It's like hidden points, right? So if you choose answers, it's like a hidden probability. It's like a hidden database. What's the proper way to say it, chat? Like, your decisions will have like... It affects like a hidden statistic and count a turning point. They'll like guide, they'll tell you that, hey, you are currently on this guy's route because of your choices, that kind of thing. What is that system called? I forgot. But yeah, so I'm saving here because it seems like this could be like the branching point for like gaining affinity points. So I'm gonna save here in case I need to once I complete this game, if I want to go another road, I'm just gonna save here just in case. So I'm interested in Safan and Saya. We'll do Saya. Not aware of universal infinite mechanic yet, but you guys know what mechanic I'm talking about, right? Like, thanks for the hydrate. But you guys know what mechanic I'm talking about, right? Thanks for the stream. Let me hydrate. I have water. because I predicted that I'll be doing a lot of talking today. But yeah, so it seems like this game is gonna do like the hidden variables. That's the name, hidden variables thing. So okay, we're gonna do Saya. Hello? Mana, how wonderful it is to receive a message from you. Ma, you are learning quite quickly. I just want to see his double face. Please have a double face, Nietzsche. Oh, no, maybe he might not, but like, you really think so? Yes, I am quite... Oh, look! Yes, I am quite proud. See? Okay, so I feel like this is... Okay, so this is gonna be our save for like the Saya road. I don't know if his road is released. I know Kayam's route is, I believe. If my memory serves me right. Is it his or Velafast? Send a happy emoji, you flatter me. I know I can make you prouder. I know I can make you prouder. I'm unstoppable. I feel like he might like that. Great, now call someone. What? We're moving too fast. We'll call Saya.
Why, hello there. I hope your first day on the job has been fun.
Well, I think I'm learning a lot.
If anything frightens you again, you can be sure to count on me.
Okay. Usually for Otome games, chat, I am fairly confident of like choosing the right... Oh, whoops. I feel like for Otome games, chat, like I've been playing Otome games for more than a decade. I am Unk. I feel like I have a good grasp, more or less, on like answers that will lead to that characters will like. There we go. I wouldn't say necessarily to a good ending, but like characters will like.
You feel the urge? I can arrange for you some throwing materials.
Should I be concerned? I would take you on an offer one day. Okay, wait. I feel like... Oh, wait. We'll save. This is a problem. I haven't gotten a good grasp on their personalities yet, but I feel like I usually get a good grasp on... Like, I feel like usually for most of the games, Otome games I played, usually by like mid-game, or like maybe right before the mid part of the game, I'll get a good grasp of the character and I would know what answer they will like. Don't scare me like that! Happy Halloween! But yeah, I feel like I'll have a good grasp usually. For this guy, the thing is, I feel like he's hiding something. Like, I feel like he has a hidden side. I feel like he might like this one, because I feel like he wants to be dependent on. VNs and dating sims genuinely give me social skills of a sociopathic manipulator who can deconstruct anyone's personality with a look, and then hallucinate dialogue options to pick the one like, same here, Mugen. Like, listen, Mugen, you and I, we are on similar... Listen, Mugen, you and I, we have similar mindsets because I'm the exact same way. Like, whenever someone talks to me, I'm already predicting, like, what should I say to that? Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna screenshot that because I've never felt anyone describe it so well. But I feel like once you play Otome games and then you get used to like the social mechanics, you can apply it to IRL, where you can start to predict like what will people want to hear, right? And I feel like that's a dangerous ability to have, and a really useful one.
Be rest assured you shall not be harmed.
I'm not sure if that's a
But
problem.
if you'd like something a little
Okay, we'll do
less
this one.
exhilarating.
I like that a lot, Saya. Look at you, pass with flying colors. Okay. Thanks, teacher. Of course, my star pupil. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna headcanon. He's really friendly, but I feel like if you go in a romance... I'm gonna headcanon, okay? My crackpot theory is that on his road, he might be pushing you away a little bit. He might push... chat, remember this stream weeks from now when this whole game comes out, like, fully, once Steam approves it, and his route is out, because it's still in early access, right? So once his route comes out, maybe months from now, keep this stream in mind. I am predicting that in his route, you're gonna be flirting and bantering. And I feel like he's gonna push you away. He's gonna push the main character away. And then you will have to chase him. Chat, this is gonna be my headcanon, okay? That's gonna happen, or he is like double teaming, like, because he brought up like he mentioned like, oh, I can see why people will go rogue, right? Like, so I feel like he could either run away, like push us away, because he could be potentially be doing a double teaming thing. Like, he could be helping out a bunch of rogue reapers, but at the same time gathering information for us, and it's like dangerous work, so he's pushing us away. That could be it, or it's like the hidden pass thing. I'm doing that, okay, chat? Remember this. Remember what I said months from now. That this is what I predict. It does work IRL. Real people are more complicated, of course, but at base level, you can easily pass as likable just by paying attention to what they say. Yeah, you can pay attention to what they say, what they have around in their room, and how they dress themselves. And you can more or less tell. You can and like the body language too. You can really tell what type of person they are, like what their likes and dislikes are at a first glance. Marco, how are you doing? How about we go get some lunch, and then Val can give you a tour of the place. Since you'll be working with us closely, best get to know each of us better. If you want to, course. I do. Glad you're taking this well so far. Looking forward to working with you, Miss Mana. Just Mana. Just Mana. You shake my head with a playful show of pomp and circumstance. Will everyone like me? Of course they will. I already do.
I did not think you were the type to be a flirt, Zafar.
Hello, how are you doing, Mark? How is work? Are you recovering well? Hands can tell you a lot about someone too. If they smoke, if they play an instrument, what kind of work they do, if they all have been engaged for a long time. Yes, you can like for me. If you see me, you will see that I fidget a lot with my hands. So, if their hands are like really smooth, then they are not accustomed to doing like household chores, for example. Usually, that's a good indicator as well, right? Because your hands will bound to get roughed up. If you see the index finger and there's like a bump, they are either artists, they're writers, like they hold writing instruments a lot. I got a physical therapy study tomorrow. Have as much fun as you could have. I went to physical therapy once. It was okay. It was quite fun. My physical therapist was really good. It was really fun. I hope you take care of yourself, Mark. I wish you a swift recovery. Hope your physical therapist is fun. Perfect timing, Volifa. Where did you come from?
The job this morning was a quick one.
Okay, wait, chat. Let me BRB real quick. Let me wait, give me like a minute, chat. I'm back! I already know what I'm gonna go through. It is a good day. Okay. But I hope your therapist is a good one. I hope she isn't too strict. Her mother's face at chat again. It's like she was looking at walking garbage. Listen. I gotta like... Listen, some people like that kind of look, don't they? If anything, the therapy sessions are gonna be similar to what when I had 4 sessions my right shoulder 2 years ago. Okay, so at least you're going in knowing what to expect. So you should be comfortable with the exercises then.
Come on, let us start.
I went to physical therapy and occupational therapy. I still don't understand what the difference is. Over there you have the training hall. Oh, what's in there?
A lot of training dummies.
Okay, training dummies. I'm a big dummy.
Typically, the goal is to take out as many of them as possible in a short amount of time.
Okay, wait, chat. Let me just adjust the audio real quick. Yeah, okay, wait. I'll move. If you guys want me to put the music louder, let me know. But I'm putting the music a little bit down because personally I find it hard to hear the voice out through, with the music at full volume. So if you guys can hear the music, let me know. I'll put it back up. It's pretty often I get the feeling Wanda is the same kind of person as me, in a good way or in a derogatory way, bad way. It's been some exercise to work the affected area, but most is going to be using electrical probes to target areas and massage my muscles, which is going to feel me. Oh, I love the electrical probes. Okay, when I had my car accident, Okay, it wasn't like in physical therapy, occupational therapy. It was like a separate thing. They strapped me to a chair and like sent electric currents up my arm, and it was amazing. And that's when I found out I probably have an electrification kink.
Or you have a target and you have to take them out as quickly as possible without accidentally killing one of the innocents.
Okay, wait. Now that I lowered the volume, like the background music, I think I can put the volume up a bit. There we go. It's a compliment, of course. I'll take it. Yeah, we also have same views, Mugen. Does our line of work involve a lot of combat? Okay, wait, Chat, is the background music okay? I think it should be okay. I lowered it a little bit in the sound setting so that it will be easier to hear the voices.
It depends. There's always the chance to encounter unfriendly spirits.
I remember hearing of those before, but I didn't think it would be something I cared to deal with.
I have to fight ghosts?
Yes.
He said yes. I looked at him in horror. You jest, surely.
Madam, I assure you I do not.
While his face was relatively smooth, I could definitely see him biting back a smile. Was my dilemma a source of amusement to him? How cruel.
That is why you must learn and protect yourself from them.
If being lowered, the voice is good. Yeah, I was struggling to hear a voice a little bit. I know some combat. My best friend had taught me since you were younger. Best friend being Felix the detective, stunt king.
Didn't do such a good job, did he? You're here dead, aren't you?
Oh my god, we gotta bring up my dead friend. This guy, for example, is more quiet than MC's voice for some reason. Yeah, so I might have to tweak MC's voice a bit. Because I didn't want to spoil myself like in the game chat. So I did my sound settings based off the main menu. Like in the main menu, there's like music, right? So I based my sound settings based on that because I didn't want to go into the game before stream. So I might have lowered the girls one down a bit. Okay. There's no way that I boost everyone else up. I want to put Velofast one up a bit.
Good job, did he? You're here dead, aren't you?
Yeah, I feel like Velofast one could be a bit louder, but I'll lower the girls one down a bit. That was my own decision. Wait, can I test her?
Yes.
Let's see.
I have to fight ghosts?
Okay, maybe a bit louder, a little bit. Like, here?
It depends. There's always the chance.
I have to fight ghosts?
Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I feel like Velofast is kind of quiet.
Madam,
I thought it was just my bad hearing.
Didn't do such a good job, did
I
he?
love his voice though.
You're here dead, aren't
The
you?
thing is, chat, I would love for all of them to read me an audiobook. Okay. That was my own decision. Only because you didn't know how to fight enough to run away, right?
Orius, enough. You talk a lot for someone in second.
Oh, he's in second place. Ouch. Second place in what?
You see, we keep a tally of the scores from the training hall.
So Velofast in first place then. I am not. Oh, it's KM. I'm merely tied with KM.
Indeed. And since you are tied for first, neither of you are the winner.
I feel like I could move this a little bit down a bit. Hold on. If this would be the ideal violence, then I'll boost it up on OBS a bit. Yeah, there we go. That should be okay, right, chat? That should be okay. I'll probably tweak it a little bit more off stream, like for the background music.
Does that not naturally make you second place?
They're both in second place. I think they're both winners. I agree with Volva. If I say both winners, because it seems like Aries is a bit competitive, right? If I say I agree with Volva, that's obviously gonna be... Okay, the thing is, I agree with Volva is obviously gonna get points with Volva, and both winners, Aries might not like the answer, but I think he'll prefer it to than me agree with Volva. So, but we're gonna say I agree with Volva. I agree with Volva because I kind of like Volva's character a lot. I wish we could see him a lot more.
Oh, then let's see what you got.
Still beat you, Volva, didn't I?
So you have. So you have. Since you're so proficient, how about you show Miss here the ropes later?
Please, just call me Mana. They can't because otherwise... otherwise, it'll be like a blank space. Oh, I guess I can. Me? Isn't it all your job? Are you trying to shrug your duties off to me? For shame.
I am not you, Aries. I am the tour guide. You can handle her training.
Okay.
For someone who made sure her arrival would be perfect. You enjoy.
So he's a
continuing-
tsundere, kind of. He has like some tsundere tendencies. Aria's glad with such intensity, even I had to look away. You did? Ah, he's shy. None of your business. He briskly walked away.
Aries.
Fine, later. And then he went out of sight.
Very well. But as to what I was saying before, you will meet ill spirits, yes. But it should not be too often. You are not to harm humans, but if you are on an assignment...
A fixer? Yeah, a little bit of a fixer-upper.
There are also rogue reapers. You may need to protect yourself against them, or conduct arrests if required.
Oh, I'm a cop? Wow, I have a lot of responsibilities, don't I?
And you shall carry them out wonderfully.
You have a lot of faith in me. I can't guarantee I will live up to your expectations.
I forgot to explain about the office. Post-reaping reports are filed here.
Reports. Do I have to write them too?
Occasionally. Usually we have separate staff to review the actual...
It would be funny if we saw Felix though. Like, I have a feeling in Zafan's route we might see Felix in hell. Perhaps.
Reapings are recorded automatically. Typically, the recordings are studied only if there is an anomaly.
Recorded automatically?
Yes, into our Hall of Memories.
That sounds fancy.
Which is not a stop on your tour.
Oh, he's okay, hold on. Okay, since we're adjusting audio a little bit, let me just balance it out.
Which is not a stop on your tour.
Okay. From out of nowhere, Kane popped in, and we got a Veliva with a stunned countenance.
Must each one of you interrupt me?
In return, he greeted Kane with a withering sigh. Pardon my rudeness, but yes, I believe that is a lesson for another time. Oh, now I'm more curious. He chuckled, his eyes crinkling with his laugh. Hold on to that curiosity. I assure you, you will be going somewhere much better in a bit. Far more magical.
Ah, the gate.
Precisely. How about we take it to the human world? You see what this is like in the present day.
Goodness. Do you mean
Do you
right now?
do you think that in the human world they'll like write off me and Felix like as this evil couple? Why not?
Oh, are you going to the human world? I shall come along.
I was not informed that this would be part of the tour.
Chat, do you think that they'll have a statue of me with like people throwing like eggs at me? Well, the eggs are kind of expensive, maybe not. But it'll be fun anyway, right? I can't wait to see how much the human world has changed. Perhaps I could stand to wait longer. I was still not used to the sensation of riding. What is it called? An elevator. My stomach churched and we seemed to descend for ages. What if I can handle it? Are you excited to go into the human world? Perhaps you could see I was rattled and spoke in soothing tones. Sire, do you not have any work to attend to? No angelic business of any sort? You must not have a lot of work to come along with us. Aries has seen us all going to the elevator in the hallway and tagging along without being asked.
I wonder. Perhaps this is part of my business.
Throwing tomatoes on my... I should make it a redeem. Okay, chat. Let me go look for tomato assets. For this game, next time when I stream it, you guys can throw vegetables at me. What are vegetables too expensive? Time to use own charcoal. I'll find like a charcoal and tomato and rotten vegetables. A redeem. And you're joining us too.
Because, like it or not, you're my business too.
Aries rolled his eyes, but said nothing else after that. There's only one thing on this floor, this gate here. It was a short walk from the elevator, while the rest of the building was styled differently. Age showed in this hallway. How come this place is rather dilapidated? Strange, is it not? We live in a city of stasis. Our weather changes and we have day and night cycles. Yet it is all artificial. I suppose it gives some semblance of routine. Change?
So consider this hallway to be the sole representation of change. While time does not pass here, centuries have passed beyond this door.
Boo! Ah! The six of us gathered in front of the gate. Centuries have passed. Yes, however, we can access any point of time in the past. We do so regularly. Can we see what happened after I died? I want to see Felix go crazy and kill people for me. Why is that?
There are more humans than Reapers. Therefore, there are many more dead souls than Reapers.
Meaning you're understaffed? Precisely. Different Reapers are assigned to different points of time and geographical locations. We are mostly caught. Fuck! Marco! But there are stragglers. Occasionally there is some trouble that occurs that outside of the records of history that we must correct. Would it not be better to go in order to collect souls? You would think so, but the powers above say otherwise. We would be centuries behind our own development, unfortunately. Humans have their follies, but what benefits them also benefits us. We can study patterns in technology, society, and all else, and apply it to our city of stasis. Or learn where we must revise and interfere in history. And how to do so, that falls to fixes like Safan and Saya. There was a lot of information, and I had a lot of questions. Are the souls not waiting for a long time? Yes and no. The second we go to retrieve them, it is right after their death, so they're put in purgatory to be processed then. Even if they have waited until now, our retriever changes the time they've actually waited for eventually.
I see. It seems lonely, waiting for centuries.
Whoops! Don't drop your pipe! Pick up your pipe right now, Marco! Pick up your pipe. But then I suppose they haven't waited in the end. Exactly. The problem is that sometimes before we get to them, they can become troublesome spirits. If wayward, they cause mayhem, or worse than evil. It's a broken system. And we are on Asia. The thing is, chat, I can't... Like, for me, when I voice them, I can't do, like, a distinct, like, KM or Aries voice. Aries hung to the back, and Safam and Saya each held my hand as KM approached the gate. Best to show you this part in practice. Remember two things. Do not harm any of the humans, and do not interfere in their affairs. They can see us then, right? We're not like spirits. I know that like a good student. If I pick it up, I might drop it again. If you drop again, I'll shove it up your mouth. Forgive me for taking over, Velafar.
It is quite all right. It was not as though I had prepared for this part of the lesson in advance.
While he had smiled, his tone indicated that he was quite put out. Anyway, he held up a pocket watch with a blue cover. Nouveau. I don't speak French, chat. Nouveau City? Is that how you pronounce it? Nouveau. By the Roseville Shopping Center, present day. The door opened and the entryway glowed white. Follow me. Why not the music? Let me bop to it. I like the music here. No view. Thank you, donation. No view. Yes, sir. I'm relying on your translation. I'm gonna hold you to complete faith of donation. I was speaking to Mana. Rude. Okay. Without sparing a second, glance came, stepped forward. Would you like to go next? I looked at the doorway that swallowed KM. Although it was entirely different from the doors I passed through in my dream, there was a nervous pit inside of my stomach. It's nothing to be afraid of. Here, I'll show you. Surprisingly, Oreo spoke up, and in a moment he was gone as well. Okay, listen, I'm left with these two beefcakes. Could they, like, carry me? Like, one carries my head, one carries my legs, and we walk through together? Like, crab walk in? Like... Oh, see, he does care.
He would have your hide if you heard that. Shall I take my leave next?
No view. Let's all go together. The man nodded at me with my hands still clasped in between just... Oh! There's no trees road in this, I don't think. A cold breeze tickled my face and my clothes rustled. I feared the sensation would be unpleasant, but it was no different than stepping outside. Here we are! My escorts let go of my hand and gestured towards the sky.
What do you think?
This place was not unlike stasis. Not how I pronounce it in advance. How do I pronounce it? Is that Novo? I thought it was Novo. Although they seem more plain than the ones I've seen back home. Never have I been to the non-human world for so long. In fact, it was strange to think of myself as different from the humans. Nouveau. Okay, Nouveau. So I was close. Nouveau. Thank you, Mugen. Nouveau. Nouveau. I was kind of close. I didn't know we were respecting the French. How about French onion soup?
Then I do believe it is time to familiarize yourself.
Shopping? Do you have money? How about we get some bubble tea? Oh, chat. What is your favorite bubble tea order? I personally love peach green tea with aloe vera pearls, and otherwise I like caramel milk tea, 0% sugar with pearls and pudding. Otherwise I like brown sugar fresh milk tea, 0% sugar with pearls. All of my bubble teas like 0% sugar, by the way. I only learned French to talk to girls. Have you been successful? Oh, donation. What are your favorite bubble tea orders, chat? Like, I know people like taro, but I can sense your true motives in coming along. They continued to write a lot of suggestions as we went around. The people around us were nothing like the ones I've lived amongst. The clothes were of far less substance, but also far more colorful. Everything was so cool. It was a little overwhelming. There were so many shops with things I've never seen before, and sent some more directions. As the others continued ahead, I found myself hanging back to take in the scenery. Hey, miss. You like adventure? I think tarot tea is made of fair, but I tend to do more classic teas. Take one in that's right up there. I never had one before. Okay, wait. I don't know if I forgot which country alternation is from, but I love chagi. Like, okay, chagi might not be considered bubble tea, but like I like chagi. Hey, miss. This is like, hey, miss. You like adventure? Huh? Have I the offer for you? It wouldn't take too long, and you'll get a free trip out of it. He held out a leaflet of paper with some pictures on it. Oh, it did look pretty. Well, I suppose that's nice, isn't it? Come this way. I'm sorry for the leaking, chat. I'm sorry for the leaking. I apologize. Listen. It's just whenever I pictured creeps, I feel like they'll do like the tongue flicking thing, like the like like whenever I imagine perverts and shady guys, that's why I imagine they would do like. It's a good thing Mana never does never goes outside to do this. But I don't go outside. I hate going outside. Also, the thing is, so we've established the fact that we are not invisible to when we come into the real world. We are like actually people can actually see us. And the thing is, it's kind of on their fault, chat, because they know that this is my first time in the world, out and about in human society, and for some reason it seems like all of them walked ahead of me. And like it's like you're that one floater friend, and like everyone else are good friends with each other, and they just walk in front, leaving you behind. So you see, Mana, I think you will quite like these bubble waffles, Mana.
Hey, where did she go?
What do you mean, where did she go?
Loki, chat, it's kind of on them. It's kind of on them because they walked ahead of me. Why? You would think that they were like some people in front, some people behind, like I'm the fucking princess, and like they're like guarding me. Girls walk slowly, that's why you hold hands so you can keep pace. I can't relate. I walk fast because I want to be out of that. I want to go home immediately, so I walk fast. Oh. Chapter 2, Chad! Oh, family star! Wait, let's save. Oh, we'll just save here. I thought you had an eye on her. Hi, Alden Lucifella. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your username right. If I am not, feel free to correct me. Thank you for the follow. Is that Psyche? Wait, I recognize... Is that Psyche? No, that's not Psyche. I feel like I recognize the characters in your profile. But hi, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Feel free to look. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for the hydrate. Let me hydrate real quick. But yeah, usually I walk really fast because I want to be out of the area immediately. Chat, I haven't talked so much in so long. Like, I talk in the daylight streams, right? But like, I don't talk this... Because usually visual novels, I don't have the voice act, like quote-unquote voice act, or read a lot more. I haven't talked this much in so long. This Lucy's like, hey Lucy, okay, hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I really like your username, by the way. When I saw your username, I thought you were a streamer. Welcome. Hi, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for following. Feel free to look. Also, many daddies, yes! Which one's your favorite? I like all of them, actually. I am partial towards the angel, but that's only because I think he has a hidden side. One of these guys the three on the left, I suspect to have hidden personalities. The ones on the right, I don't think so. But I think that the redhead, Stefan, will do like a double cross, pushing you away kind of trope. Like the one in the middle. Yes. He's Callum. He's so cool. I love it. His design is really nice. His design is really nice. And I'm kind of happy that they kept like the melanin on like Safan and Valifer is really nice, because you know some games they'll make them really ashy, like not like they're non-white characters, they're non-pale characters really ashy. Obey me, Memon. But I really like that they kept the melanin. That's why look at it, right? He's so daddy coded. I actually thought that he was gonna be a strict no nonsense guy, but he seems pretty fun. Yeah, they whitewashed him. Yeah, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised that they didn't whitewash these two. Like it wasn't so ashy. Well, I thought she was with you.
Why would she be with me? God, you're so irresponsible.
Oh, but yeah. So what's happening now is that our main character died. She is becoming a Reaper like all of them, and for the first time, they brought her to the human world. They brought our main character to the human world. And for some reason, all 5 of them decided that, hey, let's walk in front of the girl who has never been to the modern human world before. And she was walking behind them. And then I think she got lured by a guy. The one on the very right looks like a Tsundere. Yes, he is. He gives me very much Tsundere vibes. I love him. There's always a Tsundere in like the classic visual novel will have a Tsundere, the flirt who will push you away in his route, the gentle guy who turns out to have like a hidden side, and a childhood friends troop, and like the common serious one. It's always those are the standard troops, right? And the nice guy. The bickering escalating in volume began to draw attention towards the group.
Him, you two, settle down.
Yeah, that's his voice.
Just use the GPS on her phone.
Yeah, message. Oh, okay. I'm surprised that their outfits aren't drawing attention. Or do people think that they are just cosplayers? Yeah, right. Come on.
You activated it, right?
Don't wait. They didn't activate the GPS chat.
Fun.
Of course. What do you take me for? Despite his confident words, he was sweating bullets as he checked the software on his phone. Chat, they lost me. They lost me. They're never gonna let me out of their sights ever again. Ah, shit. So how I think the route is gonna start, chat, is that probably... Okay, chat. Foreshadowing, I'm gonna Kate Cannon this, okay, chat? I have a feeling that how the whole the road thing will start is that there are several cases that happen, and they will need, and because I'm a new Reaper, right? And they are understaffed. They have established that they as Reapers are very much understaffed, and I am new. And if I do anything bad, all of them will die, right? Because they are all responsible for me. So I think how they'll kick off the routes is that there'll be some cases that need handling, and I will have to partner up with one of them for it. That's how I think it's gonna happen. Would the road now involve a leash? I will love that. I will love that, actually. Which one of them? If you're asking me who I think will be more likely to use a leash on me, I would say the one in the middle and Valifer, the one on the left. I thought Lo was gonna be like, oh baby god! I am looking. They're coming with a new game, the Lucifer one. Yeah. The law for this game is okay. Wait, quick crash course for Lucy. Oh wait. I saw ads started. Oh wait, I feel bad for Lucy. Wait, I don't know if Lucy has ads up. But okay. In case Lucy isn't in ads, I haven't lost Lucy to ads. But essentially the plot is we did terrible things. We believed in this one guy and we thought that we could die for his cause. And then when we died, we found out that he was a dictatorship. I thought they meant you're the one who put him on a leash. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would be down for either way. I could go either way. But yeah. So we had a childhood friend, Felix. And after we died for his cause, we believed that we were doing good things in the long run. And then we got executed, right? And then we've been asleep in purgatory for a long time, and they brought us out of purgatory, and they are all responsible for me. And it turns out that after we died, our childhood friend turned into like a dictator slash king, and he waged a war across the country that killed hundreds and thousands of people. Felix, that friend, is now in hell, and because we enabled him, we can't go to heaven. So we have to pay off our sins by being a reaper. Yeah. What do you mean, ah shit? Wait, let me see. Ah shit. What do you mean, ah shit? I gotta wish that was a voice. It would be funny. Safan, you didn't? Safan felt himself having palpitations that were strong enough to knock out any human.
Now, Aries, thou shalt not commit violence against thy fellow man.
You shut it, Angel. They lost me. How do you pay your sins? Okay, so basically, because we are in chapter 2 of the prologue, I would assume. So we have to work as a reaper, like Grim Reaper. We have to work as a reaper to pay off our sins. And while paying off our sins, we have to discover the truth. Because our character doesn't remember anything. So she remembers how she died, why she died, right? She remembers her life, but she can't remember what she did in purgatory. And the characters told us that this was unusual because people usually forgot what they did in life but remember their time in purgatory. But we are the opposite. We don't remember what happened in purgatory. So we have to find out what happened, like what are the empty gaps in her memory, and put together her past and future and her present. And according to the Steam, everyone has something to hide, and we have to be nosy and find out what they're hiding. Mana, when she can kill 5 reapers in one roof. The thing is, chat, the thing is, if you tell me that 5 people will die if something happened to me, I will be a little piece of shit. I will be aggravating. I will piss them off all. I will piss all of them off immediately. I'll be like, well, but I don't wanna. I will throw a tent. I will be a little piece of shit, chat. Like, you should not tell me that I have the power to kill 5 people in one go. 5 hot guys in one go. You should not have told me that. Because now, I know I have power. I will be a little piece of shit. I get it a little? Okay, great. Wait, I can just call her. Hold your horses. Hurry.
Before you burst the vessel.
I know Callum hasn't reacted to it yet. I was thinking a bunch of it too. Yeah, see, we are the same. I would be like, like I would spike up their blood pressure so high up. I will identify whose blood pressure and whose reaction would be the most fun to like aggravate, and I would focus on them. I don't usually play for the lore. I play for the daddies. You know, same here. I go for appearances and then stories. It's why I put up with Oz Mafia for as long as I had. I hope she picks up. That's what she's the phone for, doesn't she? We can find her regardless, Arias. Do not fret so. Shh, she picked up. They all huddled in closer. It was a peculiar sight. 5 handsome men all huddled together in the middle of the street. Over one phone. Yeah, I thought it was a terrible idea to let MC know. Maybe we're all just terrible people, Mugen. A few passersby wondered if there was some sort of host club nearby, but their demeanor suggested that they won't be taking any customers. Well, if they did, I'll be the first one up. We can do like a 5-sum, 6-sum? Yeah. Hello? Oh, good. She didn't throw it this time. This isn't my first time using it. Excuse... Oh, wait. Okay, we are folding a sheet a minute. Excuse me, miss? Who are you talking to? Where are you? Is that your husband? Huh? Perfect. Tell him I have a deal for him too. I'll give you the address so he can come join our little party. Like the guys. 67, 67. No, God. They all stared intensely at his phone. Savan's phone pinged a few moments later. Check it.
I am. God, your bannies are in such a twist.
Not the time, Zafan.
Savan growled on his breath and input the address into an app. Oh, thank God. Okay, she's in some weird little build. Arias grabbed Savan's phone without waiting when it finished and started to run. What the fuck? Bro? Hello? As Savan processed it, the other man had already zoomed right behind Arias. You better get that back, you little... And Savan too rejoined the pursuit. Can I go now? I've been letting this rather dodgy looking place. They're all our husbands. Got a good deal for you, mana. should do a licking one, huh? A licking emote for this to stream. Yeah, all our husbands, we can all share them. I will rent them out. The people did not seem like they wanted to harm me, but they were annoyingly persistent. But you want me to get your free cruise if you leave. Oh no, it's not a sex thing. Oh, I thought it was a sex thing. It was just like salespeople. I had no idea what they were talking about. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. I guess I shouldn't do the licking things, chat. The sound effects, yeah. I guess I should do the licking sounds, chat, because when they said, okay, chat, when they said shady man, I thought it was gonna be a pervert. Like, you know, hey girl, wanna look at my van? Like, I thought it was gonna be like a pervert. So I did the licking sounds. Because I thought it was a pervert. And now he just looks like salesman, and now I'm the pervert. Oh, well. Well. Man, economizing a husband, don't listen. I can be a stay-at-home wife. If I had 7 husbands, I got a $6. Okay, I guess I should be making him sad, huh? I got a $6 at home and she'll be able to eat for a week. I do like to help people, I guess. And we want to help you too, see. We're offering 2-bedroom condos and... I raise my hand. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a question. Could be a pervert salesman still. Yeah, could be. You're more pervert than a shady man. Listen. If you see a guy who said, hey, you want to see something good? Like, you are in an alleyway and you see in a vision novel, you see a shady man asking if you want to follow him somewhere. Wouldn't you think he's a pervert? Suddenly, miss. What is a cruise and what is a condo? You're pulling a leg, ain't ya? His countenance slipped from cheerful to displeased rather quickly. Man, if you in the still title, you a shady woman. That will censor a lot of my words out, I feel. No? I was being genuine. What was so wrong? If you've just been wasting our time, why would you watch a presentation about time? Oh my god, it's a timeshare thing. If you are willing to buy. I've heard... Okay, the thing is, my country doesn't have something like timeshare, so what I know about timeshares, I got from online. Like, I saw on TikTok people saying that they go to timeshares just to waste time and to, like, get a discount on cruises. So, I only know about timeshare based on, like, TikTok, like, people saying that they're wasting time. Freaky woman, yeah! They'll be like, freaky woman, and then every other word is, like, censored.
I can't buy anything if I don't have any money. You promised a free trip. I think you're the one that's wasting my time.
The group sitting around him stood up and approached me. They loomed in close and I swallowed. I was in danger. It's okay, I can take them on. Felix told me how to take on groups like these ones. Easy. However, I just realized I had not been given any weapon yet. Damn it! Wait, I could just run. Before I could make a break for it, a loud thud interrupted my plans of escape. Get your hands off our girl! Wait, what are we? Kicking my feet up in the air. Get your hands off our girl. Our girl. Aww. Does this game have like a group set? I don't think so. I doubt it. Well, in fact, there were no hands on me, but it did not matter. I need to like just screenshot this one, chat. Get your hands off our girl. Aries had landed an impressive kick on the man before me. Oh, hey, what's the big deal? Wait, what's the big idea? Shame on you, preying on naive women for your scams. I thought you weren't supposed to harm humans. This is an exception. Kidnapping is a very serious crime after all. That said, how could you let yourself get kidnapped? Don't blame the victim. Well, they asked if I wanted adventure and offered a free trip. And you said yes? How did you follow behind so easily? Well, to be fair, you guys were walking in front of me, so like... Sorry. Did you forget about us? What'd you take us for? Shut up. He kicked the man back down.
Let us get out of here, and then continue this.
Bastards, don't think you can get away with this so easily. Try and I'll kill you. Or at the very least, get the authorities to put an end to your little operation. This is perfectly illegal.
I know how to get a harassment charge on you. Very easily.
Broke bastards. I feel like I've heard his voice somewhere before. KM rolled his eyes and flashed something at the man. It was some sort of black rectangle, but it caused the gang to become flustered. How strange. This entire path outside, Aries had dragged me along by the wrist, albeit with a gentle hold. What were you thinking? Following strangers? Well, listen. To be fair, you guys are strangers too, so like, This is not what... He stopped himself abruptly and drew my curiosity. I tilted my head, prompting him to finish his sentence. What? That's not what a sensible person does. Well, I'm not a sensible person. It was hard to shake them off. They were so insistent. And you said not to harm... Alright, let us clarify some things. If anyone bothers you, shake them off. Stick to us for now. For now, though, you'll be doing jobs on your own one day. However, you are still a fish out of water. Glub, glub. Now, Aries, calm down. Let us enjoy some crepes in return. Chad, I love crepes. Like, I love chocolate banana crepes, like soft crepes. And I love Hawaiian pizza crepes. Like, Chad, imagine a crepe with like tomato, cheese, pineapple, and like ham. It's so good. Like, Hawaiian pizza crepes is so good. You're thinking of food at a time like this? I think this is the perfect time. She's unharmed, is she not?
You are, right? Otherwise I will return to bestow punishment.
Aww. I'm fine, although I am somewhat confused. I still have no idea what is happening. I thought I heard you say you love creeps. Well... that can be true as well. That it isn't mutually exclusive. I like both creeps and crepes. Creeps and crepes. Stefan will brief you on the details when we go to a particularly delicious creep. So I see a true motive for this outing. Stefan explained the concepts of these timeshares and what they entailed. I didn't understand quite clearly, but he told me to not get deceived like that again. In my defense, I have found myself caught up in a moment. After all, this was a whole new world to me. What flavor are you going to get, Mana? Oh, there's so many options. I think you like this one. He pointed to a picture of a crepe that has strawberries and chocolate. Oh, strawberries and chocolate are kind of good. You can't go wrong with that. Personally, I prefer cookies and cream. What childish taste. And what will you be having, Aries? Chocolate hazelnut. We put each in our orders and waited one by one to receive our selections. Would you like to try some of mine? Listen, why don't I eat one of each of them? And you can try mine too. It is matcha flavored. Oh, I thought he said chocolate. I thought he said strawberries and... Who said strawberries and cream? Oh, he thinks I'll like strawberries and chocolate. He said matcha. Oh, I like matcha. I took a nibble of Sire's crepe. It wasn't too sweet. What's matcha? It's made of green tea leaves. They make tea flavored things now? Amazing. Here, try some of mine too. Tia flushed and took a small bite from mine in return. Delicious. Oh, he's blushing! Oh, no fair. I want to share too. Aries scoffed as Stefan and I exchanged flavors. You're just jealous, Aries. I doubt it. He seems to not like me very much. Oh. The guys voiced it out loud.
That isn't true at all. He was the most worried about you.
He almost tore off Stefan's hand.
And broke my phone. He just doesn't show it to you. I will kill all of you if you don't shut up. And who said I don't like? And who said I didn't like you, Mana?
I'm just not simpering over you like those other thirsty bastards.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. I can get 4 sims and one hard to play. One sim that's hard to get. That's fine. That's fine. Come, my creep is made of blended labubus. La boo boo, la boo boo, la boo boo. The thing is, Chad, like, I find that the Cinderella's are really easy to manipulate. Like, in terms of vision novels, they are really easy to manipulate. All you're gonna be is like, especially once you get them hooked onto you, right? Like, once they like you just be like, oh, I guess you don't want to do it with me. I'll ask like Saya to do it with me instead, and then they'll follow you. But the Cinderella's are really predictable, and that's what I love about them. Now that is uncalled for.
I'm just not simpering over you like those other thirsty
I didn't take a
bastards.
screenshot of this.
We are simply being polite and caring.
Who was the one that got on our asses over how our place should look? It should be comfortable. What are you idiots thinking? Arya scuffed him. Shut it or the creep gets it. Fine, Nini. Stefan pouted and retreated to a safe location to finish his snack. After getting creeps, we went shopping. Kane put out a card from before often, and I finally asked what it was and how we would get it. Oh, it's a credit card. That, my dear, has got a credit card. You can use it to purchase things. And it's like magic. Wow, can we use magic to purchase things? Sorcery. Not magic, but rather the power of good investment and supernatural powers. Manala boo boo. My parents love la boo boos. Once I move, chat, I can show you the Labubus my parents have. I have a mini Labubu because my dad gave me one, and it's in my shot glass. Like, cause I have a shot glass in my room because why wouldn't I? And I keep the mini Labubu inside because I didn't know what else to do with it. Labubu, Labubu. I think right now I'm only collecting like the skull panda My Little Ponies because I love them. Indeed it is. Typically rely on Kim to make financial purchases in this modern world due to how his little magic works. Of course, though, cash is timeless if you know the inflation rate and the dates on your notes. I once gave a shopkeeper in the early 1900s a heart attack.
I forgot how far a single note went back then.
Can currency change so much? Inflation is its own beast, man. I'll keep the mana Labubu in a shot glass too. Labubu. I'll make my Labubu look so fucked up. But economics is no fun to talk about, so let's get some boba. Lilia's favorite human invention. Be sure to buy her a cup too, or she'll pout all week. I have no idea what this boba thing is, but the guys decided it was easy to show and then tell. Had he eaten her balls? Had he safe to eat? Why did they float around? I was looking around at other patrons at the shop, who each had their own cup of similar-looking drinks. Yes, they're totally edible, and just as nice as the tea. I had never had tea that looks like this either. There was a colorful menu before me, with delightful pictures painted with all sorts of colors. I had never seen such picturesque food illustrations back in my lifetime. How the world has changed! Which one should I get?
I think milk tea is always a safe option. My personal favorite is oolong.
Oh, I like Earl Grey milk tea, actually. I like matcha. Kim's enjoys brown... Oh, brown sugar! Oh my god, Kim. We have the same. Except the thing is, chat, I like matcha lattes. Matcha milk lattes, but I don't like matcha boba because I don't like boba with matcha. Making a new boba tea. La boba! Have you guys heard they're having the Labubu movie? We should watch it if it ever comes out. Oh, he doesn't look like he does. Cried? More like the type of guy who would take his coffee black. I believe you fit the stereotype more. I took a sip and sighed happily as the guys bantered with each other. It was a strange day, but one I had survived. Although I had met them only the day before, I couldn't help but feel like I've known them for much longer. With our cups of boba in hand, we were set to go back home. I was happily sipping on a cup of milk tea when Kane brought his watch back out. Alright, so there's a button here under navigation that allows you to return to home. All you need to do is press it, and it will return to the hallway like before. What happens if I lose it? I would come fight on. Loki, again, you're giving me yandere vibes, bro. He said this very proudly, and Volafon regarded the two of us with an exasperated glance.
Please do not lose it.
He's either a yandere or like he's the childhood, like the trope thing, like because he was disappointed that she didn't remember what happened in purgatory. So
there are some functions, however, to help you not do that. If you are too far from your device or it is broken, a distress signal will be sent out. Someone will find you then. As you are our responsibility, it will likely be one of us.
Try not to rely on that, though. Losing one of these can be dangerous. How so? You'll learn in time. I sighed. Yet another thing I'll find out later, I suppose. There was something that occurred to me upon a return back to stasis and away from the realm of humans. The realm of humans? I don't count amongst them anymore, do I? If I was her, though, I would like ask, like, what do the history books say about me? Like, it was hard to accept that I was something other than a human now. It was my job to manage them now, which I still had yet to do. We didn't actually get any work done. Well, this excursion was more to test whether you would collapse from culture shock. You came close to the billboard, though. Oh, an electronics store. Aries was grinning as he continued listing places that took me by surprise. His smile widened as I pouted at him. I can't help it. Even Saya thought a giant tiger was going to leap at us from the board. It was so realistic.
It is true. You cannot falter for that one. I saw you flinch as well.
I'm surprised everyone's present together so much. I usually get 101 with heroines in my VN. Really? Really? I feel like it's normal for like otome games. Like for otome games, I don't know. Maybe it's just the ones I've played, but usually they try to build up like the group dynamic a lot more, so that you're more inclined to like play the other guy's route, I guess. I don't know. I'm like thinking back to all the otome games I've played, and usually you spend a lot of time, like in the prologue stage, you spend a lot of time with the entire group before you make your selection. It was cute how you thought they were little people trapped inside boxes. But at least you did not think it was sorcery and started swinging at it. Even my card can only handle so much. Criminal charges are a bit out of my domain. You leave Mana in jail? Chat, would you leave me in jail, chat? You wouldn't, right? You wouldn't send me back here, would you? I'll break her out. As would I, but a wanted poster would make things difficult, would it not?
I am sure we could get Sayer to take care of that.
We would be safer? What do you mean? I am an angel. I am an angel. The worst is when you do a different route and see your love without character development at the side. Oh, I always love to see them like go down a really bad route, but you know, maybe just me. I wonder though, like, I don't know if this game will have a true road, because there are some otome games, right, where there is a true road. Like, yes, okay, most of the time for otome games, you can just pick and play whichever road in any order, right? I don't know this game's extents or like which direction this game is gonna be in, but there are some otome games where there is a recommended route order because of spoilers, right? Where, for example, left to right, maybe he has the least spoilers and right has the most spoilers, right? And then he'll be considered the true ending of the game. So I don't know whether this game is gonna go in that direction with a recommended route order, but there are some games who do that. And I don't mind, because it does force me to play everyone's game, everyone's route. Because usually I just pick my favorites and just move on. Yeah, but the games that do that though, they execute it really well. Like each character is really, like their routes are really good. And I don't mind. I know a lot of otome gamers, they don't like the idea of like a true route. But I found one game that actually did the whole true. Two games actually. I found two games that actually did the true route things really well, which is Nameless and Nightshade.
Angel magic does have its uses.
Indeed it does. Although while I would cover for you, I advise you not to engage in criminal activities, Aina. At least not too often.
You should not have told me that, Saya, because now I will now partake in criminal activities. That just makes me wonder why they get to choose anyway, if the order only makes sense one way. Yeah, I think it's like recommend, like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, that just does make sense. I know there's, okay, I can only think of Nightshade as like an example of this, where the first three roads, like, there's two guys who have one guy who is a true ending with intense spoilers. So the thing is, that game, if I'm not wrong, has 5 or 6 love interests. You have to finish 3 roads before those 2 roads can be unlocked, so that you don't accidentally spoil yourself too early in the game. But yeah, so they let you choose from a list of 3 first to start off with, and then you can choose to, after you unlock all 3, then you can choose to whether to spoil yourself immediately. But I feel like it's actually really good for the experience though. I don't know if this game will do that. At least not too often. I will do my best. I feel like I'm pretty ambivalent. Like, I'm pretty neutral about the whole like recommended route order. I don't mind either way, as long as those individual routes are interesting enough, right? Back at the office, Lilia was waiting eagerly for her dessert.
Rose milk? Thanks.
Oh, we didn't get to see her. Oh, I think she has the same. Does she have the same voice actress as our main character? Lilia gratefully took the cup of tea from me and went back to work on the scrap box thing in front of her. Jeez, might as well inject this stuff directly into your veins. Do not give her any ideas she could actually act on. Lilia slumped with indignation, but made no rebuttal. We left her behind and went towards the parking garage. God screaming show laid it, so he pretends it only has 3 routes until you clears the first 3. Oh, ours, for example, Nightshade. I know I bring it up a lot, but like, they show you all of it and they just show it blacked out. Wait, Morgan, you've played God Screaming Show. Is it good? I have my eye on it. I think it's on my wish list. I can't remember, but I've been debating on whether to play it. When I go with Volifar, he got sulky about going alone last time.
Pardon me. When have I ever sulked?
It is subtle, Volifar, but you cannot entirely hide it. I will go with you as well. You can go with Cam and Orias. I am stuck with the boring ones? You can walk then. The exercise will do you well. Or I can go with the definitely not boring ones. I really liked it. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll take your word as gospel. While Kayam and Aries teased Safan, Saya, and Volofa pulled me away. I did feel bad about leaving him behind, but oh well, he would be fine, I think. Wait, did he leave already? Don't you guys leave me too? We had gone to the parking garage, and Volofa had led us to his car. Have you sat in front before? I shook my head.
Sit in the front seat beside me. I think you'll get a different view of the city.
Has some really graphic scenes, and the best route is the last one you played, but it's never bad. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, I was wondering if it would be good or not. I'll take a look at it. Thank you. He opened the door for me and held my hand to help me inside. What a gentleman. Oh, it looks just like Kaim's car. Ouch! I got too excited while looking around and bumped my head. Careful, you did that yesterday as well.
Did she? Oh, your poor head won't like it if you continue bumping it.
I like he remembers at the little things. I am aware. I could see Volofa shake his head as he closed the door. In the next instant, he was in his seat, the engine already on. These are all company cars, so they're quite similar.
Usually it's Kame or I who drive. The others can, but they are lazy.
We all live in the same building. It is simply more efficient that way.
So you say.
I didn't have to look into the mirror to know Saya was pouting in his seat. One thing that did appear strange to me, though. I figured I wanted her to ask. Hey, Saya, I wanted to ask you something. What is it, Mana? If you're an angel, how come you live here? I hope that doesn't offend you. You don't need to answer. You may ask whatever you wish, and I shall answer the best. Oh, look, Chad. He is so nice. His eyes softened, and he skipped by with such tenderness that my heart skipped a beat.
You need not tiptoe around me, Aina.
Aww. Wait!
You need not tiptoe around me, Aina.
Oh! Okay, so far, Chad. Oh, wait. So the GSS remix in the work, so you can wait for it. Oh, okay, I'll wait for it then. I'll wait for it. Thanks for the heads up. But yeah, because so far, all of their voices, I just realized all their voices, they've been calling you Miss, and then you leave the next word blank, right? Because of your name being different from the canon one. So this is the first time they actually call you by the canon name. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but listen.
You need not tiptoe around me, Aina.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if that's intentional or not. It could be like some meta thing where he knows your part, like your true identity. I don't know, right? But I don't know if that's a mistake or it's intentional, because all around they've been calling you Miss Blank, or like they just skip your name entirely. So I'm really curious, because if they left it in, there could be like some like meta law thing. To answer your questions, well, I do have my own abode up in heaven, but status has far more entertainment to offer. Since my work aligns closely with that of the Reapers, it is often convenient for me to stay down here.
And he does not have friends in heaven.
Oh, why does he not have friends? He teased the poor angel and was rewarded with a kick from the back. How unkind. I do too. Where do you think I get all the liquor from? Oh, he's a drinker. Liquor?
The liquor that the angels have are much better fare than anything we can source here or in the human world.
Unfortunate, really. The others use me for the supply of alcohol. I am quite ill-treated, Mana.
You do have your uses.
That's an interesting theory. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Either that or I could just be overthinking it and it's such a mistake. I don't know. Special liquor. Can I try some? Bolivar cleared his throat and glanced at me before making a turn.
Well, it can be quite strong, so you should take it slowly.
I can handle it because I've got the name, but I know that one game has done something similar where they give you like a fake name and then they address you by the actual canon name. Back then, I used to drink well into the night with Felix. It would usually end with myself passed out and I'd in his bed. Oh, on mine. He would be dripped over me, I'll be flat on the ground. Very well, we usually drink at Kaim's place or sometimes on the rooftop. The whole building is ours, so we have our own bar. Oh, can I visit the rooftop today?
Another time. We've had quite a day. It may be better to wind down at Kaim's place.
Kaim, okay.
All of us were quite worried when you had gotten kidnapped.
I pronounced his name as Kaim. Okay, Kaim. I wasn't kidnapped. Aries was truly about to murder Savan for not activating the GPS on your phone. Had we not found you today, there may have been a body on our hands. I wasn't sure what a GPS was, but I thought that I should ask later rather than now. I wonder why.
I do as well. While he is rather rude to you, Aries becomes terribly discomposed when it comes to you.
Ah, perhaps he likes her. I did not appreciate the tease inside his glance, but despite his expression, his voice relayed that he was serious. I have a feeling that our old best friend, Dictatorship King Felix, is gonna play a major part in one of the routes, definitely. I feel. Here's a terrible way of showing it, Dan. If you like someone, you should be nice to them.
Well said.
After that, our conversation steered towards the various sights the city had to offer. Now that I was more used to what it was like being in a car, I could enjoy the views around me. Volifa and Sarah took turns spotting out different places and told me which ones they liked and which I might like. This city is so large.
It houses many, many people. Reapers, some wandering angels like Sayer here, and humans.
As you mentioned, there are some humans who like being here instead of heaven, and those are working their depths here rather than in purgatory. I see. Do you like living in stasis, being a reaper, and as an angel?
It isn't bad. Some days it is more difficult than others, although that is more due to my profession than my living.
Oh, is that like a gun? Like, oh no, that's a psi charm hanging from the cub
But I prefer
top.
to living a human life.
Does it mean you have lived as a human before?
Yes, long ago.
And then
I think you can imagine how I got here.
Volifa was meant to go to heaven and reincarnate. I process his paperwork and all.
That's a little unsettling to hear.
Then what happened? Volifa's fingers danced on the steering wheel for a few moments. He bit his lip as he searched for the right words. I did not wish to go back into such a cruel world. I asked what I could do to stay, and here I am. He is perhaps the first Reaper to ever volunteer for the job. And they let you? Well, we're always quite short-staffed. Denying me would deprive them of an extra set of hands. And I suppose I show my worth through my work. Haven't been reprimanded yet. When I arrived back home before I could prod further, which prompted a natural end to the conversation.
Looks like we're here.
Oh, that's a nice room. It's so cozy. I can't believe you guys left me with these two. Believe me, it's not like we were dying to be in your company either. Welcome, Anna. I do believe it is your first time visiting one of us. I find myself quite flattered. Well, it's not like she really decided to do it so herself. She's here to drink with us. Oh, wait. So they all live together, but they all live together in Kane's house? Am I understanding this right? I'm ready for this special angel liquor.
Do be careful.
Were you able to hold your alcohol well in your past life? Very well. Aurea scoffed. I can too.
Still, let's take it slow.
I feel like it takes me... I'm sleepy drunk, Chad.
Don't worry so much. I got this.
Volifa turned to Kame for support. I gave him both the best pleading expression I could manage. It's not like it can hurt you, although you will be very dizzy if you go overboard. I've heard it is similar to what hangovers are like for humans. For an angel like Saya, he simply gets sleepy and elated. Saya nodded happily while Kame poured out drinks for everyone. Also, another thing is, Chad, at first I thought that Felix, like the Dictator/King, would have been one of them in disguise, but then he's in hell, so maybe not. They came in different colors and hues. Both Kane and I had drinks of softer colors. His was in purple and mine was colored pink. I had an umbrella in mine. It was quite cute. Oh, I didn't know you had those umbrellas. How come I didn't ever get any, Mr. Bartender? I didn't buy these for you. I bought these for Mona. Aww. I'm getting spoiled here, Chad. That is very sweet of you, Kane. I will cherish this tiny umbrella. As Safan recovered from the slide, I settled down into the plush couch. This is nice. I've never had drinks with so many people before. Usually I would end the day with my family, or Felix, and he was the only drinking partner I ever had. Hearing the others' conversations was relaxing, and a smile crept onto my lips as I listened. So how'd you like a trip to the modern-day human world? Safan directed the conversation to me suddenly, and I wasn't sure what to say. I took a sip of my drink before answering. It was sweet, and it took the edge off the more alcoholic taste. It's overwhelming, but I think it has so many things to offer. I'd like to see them all. So much has changed, but I do wonder if society has changed. What was it like in your time? Safan. Oh yeah, because Safan was... I keep forgetting that Safan was like caught, like he was a casualty. Thanks for the hydrate. Gotta go enjoy the game, manager. Thank you, Megan. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you next time. Let me hydrate. Thank you. See you next time. Typical serene sigh a moment of warning to the redhead, but I didn't mind his question. Well, where I came from, the nobility ruled all. It's not a happy story. I laughed awkwardly and focused on sipping my drink. I didn't want to bring the mood down, so it seemed wiser to stay quiet. If you wish to speak about it, do not hesitate.
You are one of us now. Our ears are open to whatever your heart has to say.
And we wish to know about you. Stefan sat down next to me and put his hand on my shoulder in a gesture of support. If you do not wish to speak, then do not feel pressured to. I nodded and looked at each of them in turn. They are all so kind to me. I'm sure they know the subject matter would be heavy to hear, but even so. I took a few small sips to loosen my nerves. Nobody's obliged? Yeah, right. They just did as they pleased, and everyone bent to their will. My words had a bitter taste in my mouth, but I did not stop. When someone didn't, they disappeared mysteriously, but not before their reputations were tarnished beyond repair. So no one will care when they die, or simply vanish. But off that way, isn't it? No one complains when the trash has been removed, right? It was a dark sentence, and I could feel the discomfort in the atmosphere. At last, Volafar broke the silence.
It is appalling.
It is. Anyway, let's get back to drinking. I busied myself in my glass, but the conversation around me had yet to resume. I appreciated the opportunity and company truly, but I wanted to wither under the concerned stares directed at me. You should finish your thoughts, Mana. Do not let it fester in your heart. No matter how many years may have passed, the wounds in my heart had yet to heal. Even if the passage of time had allowed me to cope with them, to me they were still fresh. I was one such thorn in their society. My best friend was someone who was well desired and very distinguished. To this day, I wonder why he kept me in his company. That man who went on to destroy the world. Get me out! We were having a moment, Aries. I could understand what his tone meant to convey, but I ignored him regardless. Yes, he should have been married by then, or with someone of an equal stature. I was wasting his time instead of someone who was worthwhile, and who would have been his wife. I was always at his side, as his friend. It was no wonder that no one could grow close to him, when I had demanded so much of his time. You were not lovers? Caim abandoned his drink and leaned forward, a strange glint in his eyes. Or perhaps it was the shine of his spectacles. Huh? No, our relationship was nothing of the sort. And yet he tore up the entire country to avenge you. Did you turn him down?
He never indicated that kind of interest in me.
Aww. The men all glanced at each other and then back at me.
It is too late now to do anything about it, of course. But perhaps you never noticed his affections? Not that it would change the outcome in any way.
I could perhaps see someone taking drastic measures for a friend, but an attempt to destroy the world. Perhaps he loved you. He attempted to hide his smoke behind his glasses, but he wasn't fooling me. Luckily, Aries saved me, and with a certain amount of sensitivity I did not ever expect from him.
Does it matter now? She clearly never noticed. You are such terrible gossips.
Forgive me for prying. Life gets monotonous after a few hundred years. As I bickered amongst one another, I found my thoughts getting more muddled by the minute. My God! What if he did love me? Everything would make sense. The casual caresses against my head. The way he twirled my hair. Girl! How he fussed over me constantly and never left my side. How it was always me on his arm at every gathering. Goodness, I was an idiot. But the things that he's done for me. Such as... Wait, we voiced it? We voiced it out loud? I thought we didn't. No, wait. Wait, yeah, so this is her when she's talking. So, she's reading our mind. Saya is reading our mind then, because if she was talking about it, then everything would make sense. Okay, maybe not. I was just stupid. I suppose it's those gestures that could have been considered romantic. And even more than that, the way others perceived us. I sank my head into my hands. It was all my fault. I was stepping into a world that was beyond my reach. Romantic or otherwise, I should have just stayed away. I didn't know my place. I was greedy and my entire family paid the ultimate price for it. That's bullshit. He slammed his fist down hard on the table and his drink spilled over. Aries? Caim coughed to cover up his surprise and elegantly dabbed the corner of his mouth with a handkerchief. Okay, so I'm wondering, does Aries know us from our previous life? Maybe? because I was gonna say, chat, that I think that he is Felix, but they say that Felix is in hell. So you were not good enough to be your friend? Because he's really invested. And that was the reason that whatever happened. Wait, you're good enough to be a friend, you really buy that, and that was the reason. Huh. Are you an idiot? But yeah, the thing is, he's really invested in it. Like, they're all kind of shocked at it. So I'm thinking he has some relation. Like, if he's not Felix, he definitely has some relation to a past life. Hey!
Aries.
Surprisingly, it was... Okay, now I'm thinking maybe Aries could be like the true root, maybe, if he is Felix. It was Volofor who rebooked him while Saya stepped in between the two of them. I understand your feelings, but there is a kind of way to express them. Or maybe it's because maybe he has his own history that's like related to ours, like close, that is similar to ours. That's why he's reacting that way. You really need to be more tactful. Sorry. He looked appropriately abashed for once. I'm surprised at his outburst, but at least it stems from good intentions, right? It's okay, I didn't think you would feel so strongly. I do not like you people thinking that they are lower than others. That is just stupid. But I should not have insulted you like that. I apologize. That's the first time he's apologized to us. He looked down at his feet and then at the mess in front of him. You better hope that does not stain, or else you will be owing me much more than an apology too. The grin on Kane's face forced me to recoil, and I wasn't even the one in danger. Aries, how come you were never sorry for all the things you call me? Is it because Mana's a girl? Wow, Aries. Ouch! Well, if I had gone over and smacked them each on their heads.
You two, get something to clean with before Kane's table is destroyed. If you continue to tease him, I fear something worse may happen.
He added this under his breath and shook his head as the two troublemakers marched away to do as told. I went back to Kane, glass in hand, in hopes of another drink. My umbrella lay sadly limp at the bottom, and I wished for it to rise again. May I have a refill, Kane? Did you enjoy it? Yes, it was good. I'm very happy to hear so. Are you still feeling steady? Quite so. Then I'll oblige your request, miss. He smiled at my confidence and topped my drink up again. My little umbrella was floating once more. Oh, this is so cute. I love how they write the scenes. Like the little umbrella. It's really nice. The desire for another drink was partially because I wanted to forget the memories that suddenly resurfaced. I did feel a tingle through my body, but I wanted to relax and not think about my past more strongly. While I am pleased that you are enjoying my concoctions, Volofor will have my hide if you get too drunk. I'll protect you from him. I shall hold you to that. While he was concerned with my alcohol intake, I decided to study his drinking habits instead. I noticed that his sips were slower and more sparse. Kim, do you never become inebriated? That is a good question. I drink more heavily when I'm alone. And why is that? Because I'm afraid of what I will admit when my tongue is loosened. Do you also have things that pain you? Don't we all? That is very human-like of you. Kim paused for a short while and studied his drink in contemplation. Is it really?
To be human is to suffer, right?
Now that is quite a dark take. Is suffering simply not a part of life, no matter the kind of being?
Then what makes a Reaper different from a human?
The way you all approach things, human emotions are much different.
A pair returned with a few cleaning supplies, and in time to join our discussion. But if you also ache, love, and desire, then where lies the difference between humans and yourselves? The extent? The things humans do for their desires is something unthinkable for us. Is there nothing you would do anything for? Y'all went quiet after that. Have I just given some food for thought? Or am I just really good at killing conversations?
Well, with that in mind...
Oh, they don't want to answer! They don't want to answer.
You're unsteady on your feet.
No, I'm not. I insisted, but my legs betrayed me once I tried to stand up for another refill. I am pleased to see you have enjoyed yourself. Saya beamed brightly, his cheeks a happy flush. It's actually worth the work if it takes to get alcohol all the way down here. You're the best, Saya. Alright, before Saya melts, how about we all head back? Aries was meticulously cleaning Kayum's table still, under the man's eagle-eyed glare. After you polish the table, again. Are you done with the glasses, Savan? Yes, my liege. The men were flitting about and cleaning everything. It was amazing. I had never seen such helpful guests before.
This game is kind enough to host us and make our drinks. We like to repay him by leaving the place as it was.
Oh no, I haven't helped. It is your first time here, do not worry. He patted me on the arm with a smile. You can help me dry the dishes next time, Mana. You are my guest. These others are all intruders.
I shall remember this. The next time you need someone to finish your paperwork.
Except Valafar. The older man rolled his eyes and tossed the racket at him. In the end, Valafar and Saya helped me back to my apartment. After making sure I was tucked safely into bed, they all took their leave. And so ended another day in my new life. Ooh, that was... Oh. Okay, I feel like that's a good place to end off for now, chat. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you all had fun. We are gonna be rating Leosa, who is doing some co-working and studying. I really like this game. I actually would love to play more. We'll play more next week, definitely. Because I'm not sure how much more of Chapter 2 we have left. Oh, it seems like a good stopping point because it is another day. So thank you for stopping by. I'll be streaming this one again next week. Next week. Here are my socials. We are rating Leosa. Say hi to her for me. Bye-bye.